Good morning. Welcome to Middays with Marks on 97.5. The Fanatic. Good morning to everybody watching on YouTube. Like, subscribe, get involved in the chat. You can watch live every day starting at 10 a.m. And you can, I'd say I'm looking pretty professional today as we welcome Harry Mays to the program. Good morning, Harry.
It's a nice hoodie you got on there, Johnny.
First time wearing it.
Yeah?
Didn't even wash it. That's how new it is.
Really?
Well, it's not new. I just hadn't. It was hot pretty much until last week.
Yeah.
So
now it's cold. It's
now
winter time.
Yeah, it goes from being, wow, I love this weather to, I don't like it.
I'm already depressed.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Seasonal depression.
Yep.
Almost there.
Except we have a 6-2 football team at the break.
We do. No, right now, being a Philadelphia sports fan, despite what happened with the Phillies, and if the Dodgers win the World Series, that counts as a World Series for the Phillies.
Right. We still get a somewhat of a parade.
Right. We
have a good club.
We're going to have a parade, and Ray's going to drive around the parking lot with some other people. But anyway, this is the most fun, and we say good morning to Ray Dunn as well. Good morning, Ray.
Good morning. How are you?
You sound like you were out drinking last night, Ray.
I was at the Sixers game. I was having a great time.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, the meet and greet.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Did you meet?
No. I saw some of our listeners. It was great. But
Yeah?
whoever we gave the tickets to on last Wednesday, I think it was Mike. Yeah, no show at the Coors Chill Zone.
Well, yeah, it takes a long time to get down to the game, and
Yeah.
maybe they didn't have enough time.
But I saw our guy PJ, listens to the show, in from Oklahoma.
What's up,
Very
PJ?
great to see PJ and his wife.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I have buddies stalking Ray and taking pictures with him over the weekend.
Your friends?
Yes.
Your age?
No, they're younger. They're a lot younger. They're kind of like Ray's age.
well-
more Ray's age.
You have friends
Yeah.
in their 20s.
I got friends in all the age categories, male and female, by the way.
I was going to say, what 50 or 60-year-old's friends with Ray? That would be weird. But anyway, yes, Ray is very popular.
Yeah.
I go to the grocery store, people are yelling, Ray!
Yeah. I'm getting pictures sent to me. Look at me with Ray. I'm like, what?
You reminded me of that this morning. That was
know.
Yeah,
an
there's
entire plot line that I forgot from this weekend.
Too many, it happens too much. How could you
Right.
possibly keep track?
Right.
Well, my
it all
thought
blends
process-
together, and all the beers he drinks.
Right.
Well, thinking about Harry this weekend was thinking about the call I got in the middle of my parents' 55th birthday party about the Temple game.
that?
Yeah, you're calling him to talk Temple. That's what I said. You two
Yeah.
losers. You have nobody else to
And
talk
he didn't
Temple
pick up
with.
the phone.
We were
So
cutting
I'm the
cake.
loser, right? I'm initiating the call, thinking I've got a guy here I can reach out to and discuss this, and he blows me off.
It was
We're
his
singing happy birthday.
Right. It was his mom's birthday,
All
and
right.
they're like, "Happy birthday!" and you're ready to talk Temple. It's awesome.
It's my mom's birthday tomorrow, 83.
Oh, happy
83.
birthday.
Yeah.
So did he text you and be like, "Hey, sorry, I'll call you back later"?
Yeah,
Okay,
he
all
did.
right,
He
all
did
right,
eventually.
All right.
And then we ended up texting at like 10 o'clock at night about
Yeah.
Temple football, as two
Oh.
guys do.
5-3.
Look at that.
Almost bowl eligible.
Well, that is not the lead in today's show,
No,
Harry Mays.
it's
It is
not.
not.
It was yesterday's lead.
But yeah,
Right.
but the most fun I've had watching the 76ers since like the Atlanta Hawks series that season. How many years ago is that? The Ben Simmons refusing the dunk? Maybe even before that. This is the most fun I've had. I've legitimately had watching the 76ers these first three games.
Well, I watched the opener, the fourth quarter of the opener. I did not tune. I tuned in for a minute here, there last night. Saw they were winning in the fourth, and I was like, all right, they're done. I was into the World
There was
Series.
a lot going on.
There was a lot
last
going
night.
on.
Yeah, I actually chose because I'm like you. Whatever I'm most entertained with is what I'm going with.
Right.
So just because I'm on the radio in Philly and we're the flagship for the Sixers doesn't necessarily mean I'm watching the Sixers over everything else.
Not game 3 of 82.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Normally, for the last however many years, I don't even pay attention to the Sixers until after football season, right? But I was drawn to that game. I watched some of the first half, and then I was glued in the second half. They had a lead. Orlando's coming back, and it looked like, they're kind of running out of gas. Orlando got it right there. Did they take the lead, or was it a 2-point game? It was a 2-point game late in the fourth.
Yeah, I don't think they ever took the lead back.
And boom, and you're just hitting threes. Grimes had a big shot. Maxey was unbelievable.
Yeah,
again
hit over
last
40
night.
again, right?
Again.
Yeah.
So Tyrese and VJ. Tyrese 43 points last night. VJ 26 points. A combined 100. I don't know if it was 186 or 182. I saw both online. In the first three games combined, it's the most by any starting backcourt since 1970.
Wow.
And Tyrese isn't a young player anymore. VJ Edgecombe should be a sophomore in college. It's amazing he's playing this well this soon. This is so fun to watch. The pace, the skill, the athleticism. Edgecombe last night had a block. You know what I'm talking about, right? He had a block where he was just running to the I don't even know who had the ball. It was going up for a layup on his right, and he just skied up. He could have dunked on a 13-foot rim and just swatted it away. Unbelievable athletic play. And it took 15 games last year to get their third win. And after the first game, I think it was easy to say, all right, this is awesome. You got something in Edgecombe, but this isn't something that they're going to be able to be a top 3 team in the East without Embiid coming back and everything. You know what? Embiid's going to be back. He's not playing back-to-backs. They're at it again tonight against Washington. Embiid, I'm assuming, is going to play.
But he didn't play last night.
Did not play last night. So if they can figure out a way with Embiid playing 2/3 of the games, half of the games, without screwing up what we have here with these kids, you really could have something here. And believe me, I am not positive John on the 76ers pretty much ever. I haven't liked this team in a long time. I do not like Joel Embiid. I respect his game. He's an all-time Sixer. He's a great talent. But I'm so disappointed in that run from where they were to where they are right now.
Yeah, I like him, but I have Embiid fatigue. I think is just the way to describe it. I'm ready for something else, and these young guys are giving me something else.
It's something else.
Yeah, and wait till they get McCain back.
McCain,
yeah.
Paul George.
Wow.
Yeah. Kelly Oubre last night looked unbelievable, and he's rebounding.
Mm-hmm.
He had a good shooting night in the second half. 3 guards. Quentin Grimes had 12 points off the bench. He fouled out, but he's not afraid to take the big shot.
Wasn't he a Houston Cougar?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Him and Ralph Sampson.
He wasn't a part of that team that was number
no,
one.
Ralph Sampson went to UVA.
Oh, Virginia.
Yeah.
You're
talking about Elijah Wan.
Hakeem.
Yeah, Hakeem.
Did they play on the same team, Hakeem and Quentin Grimes?
No.
They did not. All right, that's a couple years apart.
Little.
I'm excited. I mean, I thought Edgecombe was the right pick.
Yeah.
I love the fact that this dude was all business about basketball. I didn't have to worry about TikToks and Instagrams and any of that other crap. This dude is all about business. And let McCain have the TikTok or whatever. That works for him.
Right.
And this dude is legit. And what I'm seeing out of Tyrese Maxey, they were chanting MVP last night. And, hey, man, you keep playing like this.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened last year. I don't know if it was because it was just it was such a bad season with George and Embiid and everything else. I came into the season saying, well, Nick Nurse, he was odds-on favorite to be the first coach fired.
Yes.
Daryl Morey, he's a dead man walking. He's going to be gone. These guys might save everybody's job.
I know.
I mean, this is really, really exciting.
I just want it to be fun, and thus far it's been fun.
Very fun. Yeah, these guys, the pace is unbelievable. Last night, what was it like in the house there, Ray?
The place was buzzing. The place had energy that it did not have last season at all. And I say that something that goes down pretty consistently. The energy in that place, especially late as they're making plays, it's just an exciting brand of basketball. The way they're running up and down the floor. You mentioned the Edgecombe block. The block leading to the lay-in from Maxey was energy in that building that I haven't felt in at least 2 years. And it's just cool to see this young group taking flight and doing their thing. I think Maxey taking the reins has been really cool to watch. And you could feel it inside of Xfinity Mobile Arena.
Now, were you across the street after the game?
Across the parking lot, yeah. Hey, there's a World Series game to watch. What am I going to do? Watch it on the subway?
Wait,
yeah.
Did you watch the whole game?
Were you up till 2:51 in the morning?
No, they would have kicked me out.
Yeah, I was not.
It was 5-5 after Ohtani hit the homer. I went to bed.
So you went to bed at 5-5.
5-5, yeah.
Ohtani 4 for 4 with 5 walks.
I know. 4 of them intentional.
2 home runs, 2 doubles. He starts tonight, by the way.
Yeah. Pitching.
Yeah. Well, what a World Series that is. 18-inning World Series game last night. So, yeah, the 76ers, it's the most fun I've had watching them since remember when we finally got out of the process, and for years it's like Embiid when he gets healthy and Ben Simmons and then they added Jimmy Butler. They added J.J. Redick. That early process team where it looked like that was going to be a championship run. It did, and they never got there. And that team was too damn talented not to have at least made an NBA final. They came close. They didn't. This is the most fun I've had since then. And like it's just with Tyrese, everything about him just exudes positivity and fun.
Yeah. He always has a smile. Like he loves playing basketball.
He sure does.
You know?
And I mean, so you sat down with him. You did media day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it was during the interview with you. He talked about how there's a certain pissed offness that everybody's kind of playing with this year. I know Nick Nurse talked about it as well.
Like a chip on the shoulder kind of thing?
Yeah, like we're going to play angry. And they're going out there. They don't realize that Orlando's a good team.
Mm-hmm.
Orlando's a playoff team.
It's a beautiful tease because he talked about that exactly to open up his postgame presser last night. We have that for you.
Well, that's coming up. Coming up after this. 610-632-0975. If you're negative on the 76ers like I've been for years, has this turned for you?
You know, one of those other guys that was on the board when they took VJ was Ace Bailey from Rutgers. Remember that? He was one of the two Rutgers guys.
I've been paying attention.
He's got 2.7 points per game for the Utah Jazz.
No.
14 minutes last night, 2 for 9 with 6 points and a minus 15.
Yeah.
And they won the game.
Right.
So a minus 15 in a game they won by 10.
But VJ's killing it.
Ain't good. Yeah, there was a lot of people out there that were like, you take him anyway. If he's the next Durant, you take him anyway. All right. This Edgecombe kid, 610-632-0975. Tyrese Maxey. He was asked about the pissed offness and the focus after the game. We have that for you coming up. More and new A.J. Brown material to discuss. All of that and more. Middays with Marks with Mays on 97.5.
I'm getting older, but I think I'm at the point in like my career where like I want us to be really good as a team, and like I know that starts with me. So like sometimes now I can't be all smiley and all the time. Like Hunt was like, "Why were you screaming at me before I came in the game?" I said, "Bro, because you don't have your shirt tucked in. If you get us to delay a game, then I'm gonna be really angry." And then he's like, "Twin, I was just happy to be in there." I said, "You're right, my fault." But yeah, I think that's just determined. Like I want us to win. I want us to win so bad every single game. I want to do whatever I can to help my team do that. So that's really it.
Man, he is. He makes me smile. Listen to him talk.
I was listening to him with the Unfiltered guys on Friday afternoon driving home, and you could tell he had a smile on his face during that whole interview.
Right. You can tell you can tell without seeing the person. You can see the smile when they're talking. Yeah.
It's almost like you can hear it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You could. Yeah. He's special. He is. Now, if you can build a team around him, which the modern NBA is Edgecombe, Tyrese, and then you need a bunch of wings that can shoot the three. These guys are hoisting three, too. But you look at the teams that are winning right now and are successful, like the Boston Celtics, and now they're injured because now Tatum's injured, and they're not going to probably do much this year. But their entire line of thinking was, if we shoot more threes than you, we're going to win the game. Now, I hate that. I don't think that's great basketball. So I think you can have a balance with it. But if you can get a couple wings that can shoot, I mean, Edwards made a huge three last night, late in the game when they needed it. So guys are actually answering the bell. Now, Harry, here's the biggest thing, because Joel Embiid's not going anywhere. And if he's healthy, he's going to be out there. And once the playoffs happen, the game changes dramatically. It's more of a half-court game.
It usually shrinks into more of a half-court
and
style.
at that point, is that where you can use Embiid to your benefit? Because you have these young guys that can play, but now you have this unbelievable talent that he just like.
What you're saying? Embiid's going to actually play like a traditional big man from the old days?
No, but that's what I hope he does.
It's not happening.
He's gonna.
He sees all these other guys shooting threes. He's like, I want to get mine.
No, he's gonna be at the top of the key, hoisting threes.
Right.
Yep. But defensively, he still is a he's still a difference
maker.
He's
a lot to deal with.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. But like this is the future of the team, right here.
It's Maxi's team.
It's Maxi's team.
Yes,
it's Maxi.
That we know.
Edgecombe's 20 years old. This is Maxi's team. He has the charisma. He has the personality to where he can be the guy. And then a guy like Edgecombe is the all business. Let's go.
Wingman.
Oh, man. Yeah. Absolutely. And then who knows? I mean, maybe they look to move on from who knows if Grimes is back, right? Like he's on a 1-year contract. So he could be back. But this year they need him. I love the 3-guard look. Oubre's almost playing your 5.
It's almost like a college team.
You know what it's like? Those Villanova teams that had Scotty Reynolds and Mike Nardi and who were the other guys?
Nardi.
Remember Mike Nardi?
Man.
Love Mike Nardi. Who are those other guys that were on that? They weren't good pros.
I forget. I remember Reynolds because he transferred in from Oklahoma.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, he was good.
Good college players. They didn't turn out to be great pros, but still good college players. And Jay ran that 3-guard offense. 4 guards out there sometimes.
Now here's another.
Alan Ray was
Oh yeah. Not Ray Allen.
Not Ray Allen.
Here's another viewpoint though on the chat from Phil Rossifer. Says, I refuse to care about the Sixers until they've won their 3rd game in the NBA Finals, not the 3rd game of the season.
So you're not going to care until the 3rd game of the NBA Finals? I mean, that's a tough way to live.
Yeah, maybe the 3rd game of the 2nd round, which they're getting on the cusp of actually moving on to a place they've never been as a group.
But honestly, what's the expectation that you should have right now? I'm not after 3 games saying
make the playoffs.
Make the playoffs, win a round, and let's see what happens. Make the playoffs and let's see what happens. I don't have these championship aspirations that you needed to have.
No.
When you bring in a Paul George and you have Embiid, they're telling you we're going all in and we're doing our best to try to win a championship. Now, it was foolish to do, but they thought that was their best course of action.
Right. But it's all about the young players. I just think it's going to be something fun to watch throughout, the doldrums of the winter. It gives you something to sort of look forward to 3 times a week.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the way I look at it.
Yep. Yeah, Flyers are playing a little bit better, right? Flyers have looked all right.
They are?
I think so.
I don't know. Are they?
They won over the weekend, didn't they? Yeah. Yeah, they got a win over the weekend. Yeah. All right, let's hit the text line on what's going on with the 76ers. What do you got, Ray?
All right, we got Karate Mark checking in. We have a modern-day basketball team, the speed, the ball development, the ability to defend and hit the three. I said the season will be fun. It might be more than fun. I'm all the way bought in.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I was looking for fun without expectation. Now I'm actually thinking this can be the first year of something special. Yep, this is a modern. This is when I watch around the league, the good teams. This is what I'm seeing. Not seeing a center that's up and down the court taking forever. See, the problem with how you have to play with Embiid, everything is so deliberate.
Mm-hmm.
It takes them forever to get down. If you want them to play down low, it takes them forever to get down there, and then you got to try to work the ball around.
And then they're late in the shot clock, and then, he's getting doubled, and he kicks it out to a guy who's got 1 second to get off a shot.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, how many times have you seen it?
Well,
I prefer this version.
Well, this version, I think, when they find an identity outside of him, it almost forces him to buy into what this is at this point. And I think for him, just listening to him talk early in this season,
it sounds like he is.
It sounds like he's bought into that. And like the idea that he can outlet to someone's going to run the floor. Like, hey, you want to know what's a really great way to protect your knees? Throwing the ball ahead to VJ Edgecombe and letting him drive down and get a bucket instead of slowing
Wes
down the game.
Unseld back in the day with the outlet pass.
Right.
That's
I love the outlet pass.
Love a good outlet pass.
But Embiid he's been the MVP. He scored 30 points 3 or 4 times in his career. At this point, playing 60 games so he can be an MVP or averaging 30 points a game, I don't think he cares about any of that anymore.
Well, yeah, it'd be nice if he didn't, because he certainly did when he was going for it. That seemed to mean a heck of a lot. It almost seemed like it meant more to him than the team's success.
Or as much.
Yeah.
No, agreed.
Yeah.
Let's go to, what do we have? Dantes in Bethlehem. Let me see here. Dantes. Hold on a second. Dantes, go ahead. How are you?
Hey, what's up, guys? What a start to the season. 3-0. Let's go Sixers. How about this, guys? We have an MVP caliber talent and Tyrese Maxey. I called the show last year. You guys laughed at me when I said Tyrese Maxey is going to be the MVP last year. All right, I was a year ahead. But this year it's for real, man. I mean, come on. We got VJ Edgecombe, Rookie of the Year, VJ Max. Let's clap our hands, Sixers. Woo!
There we go.
Is that the hashtag now, VJ Max, for the
right?
team?
VJ Max, yeah. We're running with that.
I like that.
VJ Max, yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know who to give credit to at first because I saw it start on Twitter. But
Bill Colarulo's taking.
Stop.
Colarulo's taking credit for that?
Of course he is.
Yes.
He also invented the wheel.
Maybe for feedback, 975 feedback at 975thefanatic.com. What else did Bill invent? White bread? I mean, listen, there's a lot going on with the Eagles. Who knows what Bill could come in today? He may have some.
Yeah.
He may have some information because, listen, Jeff McClain came on with the guys this morning. We'll get to that in a little bit. But over the years, coming up, we searched for someone who could be a closer. Tyrese Maxey spoke post-game about closing out games. We got that for you. And what do you think on the text board? 610-632-0975. Middays with Marks on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
76ers get to 3-0. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The 76ers beat the Magic 136-124 last night. Tyrese Maxey scored 43 points. He's averaged 37 a game. Kelly Oubre had potentially his best game as a 76er, finishing with a double-double in the win. VJ Edgecombe continued the hot start to his career with 26 points. And post-game, Tyrese Maxey talked about his trust in VJ Edgecombe.
I mean, for how he's playing, he's playing extremely aggressive. Only had 2 turnovers tonight. Has the ball in his hands a lot. We all trust him. He got to keep playing that way. But, yeah, his defense has been great. His patience has been great, and he scored the ball at a high level.
76ers back in action tonight in D.C. against the Wizards. We'll have that game for you live on the Fanatic at 7 o'clock. The Eagles 6-2 at the bye. We're a week from the trade deadline. There's been some conversations around A.J. Brown. Jeff McClain joined Kincade and Salciunas earlier today and got into that.
Oh, no, I think what it says is that offseason is possible. Right now, because the cap, the dead money is just astronomical. They would have to get, and I'll use the term because I heard the same term, they'd have to get a blockbuster amount in return.
We'll continue to react to that throughout the show today. And the Flyers host the Penguins tonight at 6 o'clock. That game you can listen to on our sister station, WMMR. This update's brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. Looking for an exceptional driving experience? Experience the power, precision, and intelligence of iconic Mercedes-Benz SUV at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer today. I'm Ray Dunn, your home, the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union, 97.5, The Fanatic.
Attention, Delaware Valley. 97.5 The Fanatics Unfiltered with Ricky Bowe and Bill Colarulo are looking for the best high school athletes in the area.
Each week, we want you to nominate a local high school athlete that you think deserves recognition for their performance on the field, on the court, or on the ice.
Head to 975thefanatic.com/unfiltered and let us know who you think earned the recognition.
Sponsored by BCSHR. Payroll you can trust.
Stars rise, legends are made, and one player rules them all. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, brings you King of the Court every Tuesday. Here's the deal. DraftKings puts up $1 million in bonus bets each week. Opt in, apply your token, and place a $5 pregame bet on the NBA star you think will dominate each Tuesday. If they finish the night leading the league in points, rebounds, and assists, they're crowned King of the Court, and you win your share. Download DraftKings Sportsbook and use code FANATIC for your shot at a share of $1 million in bonus bets with code FANATIC in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 and over. Pennsylvania only. Eligibility restrictions apply. One token per customer that expires at the start of the final NBA game when offered. Winning shared as $1 million in non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days. Restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos.
Home Field Advantage is brought to you by Bradford White. Bradford White water heaters, built to be the best. Guys, part of a home field advantage is taking care of your own home. Not to be sexist, dads, but this is the weekend where home field advantage falls completely on the man of the house. The Birds on a bye week allows you to cram so much Father of the Year activities into 48 hours that the memories can last you well into the Christmas holidays. Are you heading to a pumpkin patch? Maybe an outing with the kids that takes the pressure off mom and gives her a day to herself? It's always a great call because the bye week is your chance to pile up the dad brownie points.
Pump up your energy savings with the new Bradford White Aerotherm G2, the only hybrid electric heat pump water heater manufactured in America using the finest components from around the world. It's a Bradford White, so it's built to be the best for years of reliable performance, top efficiency, and energy savings. Plus, rebates and tax credits could save you thousands more. How you heat your water matters. So ask your plumbing pro about the Aerotherm heat pump water heater and visit BradfordWhite.com to learn more.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe nasal spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it. Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Oh, no.
That's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Where'd I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound, that's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America. Fighting for you, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Tempted to decorate for the holidays early? We like your style. Right now at Kohl's, save 20% on decor, hosting essentials, and more. Plus, get $10 off $50 spent. So go ahead, hang up that wreath, swap out those couch pillows for ones with snowflakes. And while others are panic shopping later, you'll already be cozied up feeling pretty great about these early Kohl's deals. Select styles. Offers end November 2nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Phillies Sports Tonight. Discussion on the big stories we've been talking about all day. Coming up tonight at 6 on 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com. Never miss a second of Middays with Marks. Streaming live and on demand. Just download the
All right, I got an idea, guys. Listen. This is G Love and Special Sauce. The name of the song is I-76. Pot it up.
All right. I've never heard this.
G Love is a.
But I do know G Love.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is like 1996, the song. And if you played the whole thing, the rest of the song's not any good. But when he does the 76ers, Charles Barkley versus Larry Bird. So here's what I think we should do. After every win, Ray, I'm going to come on the air and say, play the damn song, and then you'll play that. And this has never been done before. This is an original idea. And then we will play that song after every win. What do you think?
So we've upgraded from the old song.
What old song? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you don't know that song?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, Colarulo had the Graham news.
Right, exactly.
He's talking to Salciunas.
So we'll play that after wins. Every win. Or we'll just play it occasionally. How about that? So I like that song. Because, do you like the original?
No, I'm tired of it.
Well, that's like.
We had a guy here that wore that out.
Right, that's what I was talking about with the cuz. So, I don't think he wore it out, but it was not that I feel dirty taking his song, but even Uncle Jamie texted me this morning. He's like, make sure you play this song today to open the show. And I'm like, I got to have my own thing.
Yeah, it's kind of synonymous with the cuz.
I agree.
Yeah.
He says play the damn song.
Right.
I believe in the 1 o'clock hour of a Sixers-Celtics playoff game back in the day, I filled in for Andrew. I think we played that song 28 times in that hour.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm not kidding. Like, people think, oh, no, you're exaggerating. I'm almost positive we played it 28 times.
So he just over and over and over?
Yeah, we were fired up for the Celtics game.
Well, I still like the song. I just, like you had said, you're fatigued with it.
Yes.
I mean, I just, I feel like I wanted, we need our own thing with Middays with Marks. All right, so that can be kind of our Sixers anthem.
Sounds good.
Even though people do love the other song.
It's a new team. Like you're shedding your skin kind of thing of the whole process type of era, right? And to me, I know that song goes way back, but still that song was played every day during the process.
It got brought back during the process, and it was cool. Don't get me wrong, but no, you know what, Harry? It's a great point. The process. The process is over.
Mm-hmm.
There's no more process.
No.
This is.
It's VJ Max.
It's VJ Max. It's brand new. It's Tyrese and VJ. How about that? What we have more from Tyrese Maxey. Here's Tyrese after the game last night.
Maybe I don't smile as much anymore. Maybe because I'm just trying to close games out. Joe has been on me recently about that, probably since like my fourth year, about how I need to help close games out and have the ball in my hands and make decisions whether I'm shooting or whether I'm passing. It was a play today, I got in the paint and they helped, and I kicked it out to Justin, and Justin hit a big three, and then he got a drove and hit another shot. Those are the big plays that I'm talking about, that he's talking about. Not always shoot, not always scoring, but making the right play. And I think that's the biggest thing that I've been trying to do, control pace, control time and possession of the ball. That's the biggest thing. Late in the game, go get the ball, make the right play.
All right, so it was the third quarter last night, at some point in the third quarter, and I went to the box score because I'm like, how many turnovers do they have? Because I don't remember many turnovers. They had one team turnover in the third quarter.
Seriously?
Maxey had none. Edgecombe had none. For a 20-year-old rookie playing in his third game that handles the ball a lot, to not have a turnover is unbelievable. Now, they had some turnovers later, don't get me wrong, but it was watching the game, I'm like, they're not making mistakes, which is something a lot of times guys with energy like this.
Yeah, they get a little sloppy.
They have too much energy, right? And then they're all, nope. He as fast as they play, they're very much in control. It is very, 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 very impressive. All right, text. Any more on the text line? There, Ray Dunn. What do we got?
Yeah, we got VJ is the best. That pick will come back to be one of the things we look at in this Sixers organization for a long time as the right thing to do at the right time.
Yeah, for sure. I think Ace Bailey. And he since has fired that manager that gave him really bad information and strategy. But if they don't do that, you wonder what more would have done. Might have drafted him.
Might have. Yeah, absolutely.
Which would have been the worst.
Got some gambling advice also here on the text line. Not from anyone involved with the NBA, just to be clear.
It's not Tim Donaghy?
No, this is Nick and Maniac.
Chauncey Billups not checking in?
No, not Chauncey in Oregon. We got Nick from Maniac. Maxey is still 150 to 1 to win MVP. Disrespectful.
Seriously?
Ooh.
Yeah. Got the phone right here.
Throw $5 on that, a shekel?
Absolutely.
150.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I don't think he's winning MVP off of 3 games. And I love Tyrese, my personal friend Tyrese Maxey.
You guys are friends.
Yeah. A couple of 2000s kids, That's just what we are.
I mean, would I be surprised if I saw Ray and Tyrese sharing a drink at Garage?
Hanging out in Northern Liberties?
Actually, I would be surprised.
I would be shocked. The guy's way too committed to the craft to bother himself with the night with me.
Harry, I don't know if you know this, but I haven't confirmed this, but there's talk of a new show on the Fanatic. Tim Donaghy and Connor on the weekends.
I heard you talking about this yesterday.
What's the name of the show? It's called the Shave.
Didn't the program director check in and say it sounds like a good show or something? I was listening.
Yeah, go ahead. So back-to-back tonight. Wizard at the Wizards. Wizards have one win this year, but they're terrible. They suck.
They always stink.
Right. So the line went from when I woke up this morning, I looked at it. Sixers were 5.5-point favorites. It went down to 4.5 within 2 hours, because this is my BetParks parlay of the day.
Okay.
Is Sixers money line, Dodgers money line.
Weren't they underdogs last night, the Sixers?
They were
3.5-point underdogs.
I was walking in, and the guy that scanned my ticket was like, "Any reason why the Magic are favored tonight?"
Listen.
No Embiid. I was like, I think that's probably it.
Well,
Book's still respecting Embiid. They're the better team. They're supposed to be a top 4 seed in the East.
Right. Vegas hadn't caught up to what the 76ers
VJ Max
were last night. VJ Max. Hashtag.
People going to VJ Max, man.
VJ Max. Feedback. 975-feedback at 975thefanatic.com. Anything we're talking about during the show, the final segment of the program, our AI voices will play the best feedbacks that can also be on the text line, 610-632-0975. Just put feedback if you want to be featured and put your name and location with whatever we're talking about. Like Ray and Harry are going to have are you going to have your own you guys should have your own Temple podcast.
No, I have too many podcasts. I got.
You don't need another one?
I got enough. Unless it's like a blockbuster deal. then I would do it, right, Ray?
Like the Eagles.
If we get a blockbuster,
they're going to back up the Brinks truck for us, I'm sure.
No, how about this? What if you guys just called each other like you tried to do, and we recorded it, and just have an 8 to 10 minute conversation, record it, and then that becomes the podcast?
I would do that. Yeah, I would do that.
I like it.
I would call Ray after every Temple basketball game.
There we go. Even less people would have interest in that.
Yeah.
You get at least 5 people that would want that.
You know, they're picked to finish 11th in a 13-team conference.
So is that not good?
That is not good.
Ooh.
John Chaney's
don't
turn in his grave.
Yeah.
Coming up, Jeff McClain on with Kincade and Salciunas this morning. He spoke about the reports on A.J. Brown ahead of the trade deadline. 1 week from today, Harry Mays, is the NFL trade deadline.
Right, November 4th.
He talks about Brown's happiness in Philly and what does he think about a potential trade. We'll play that for you. Coming up next, it is Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, everybody, it's Bill Colarulo, and coming up,
Harry Mays, Ray Dunn. Good Tuesday morning to everybody out there. Big show today. 76ers get the win. Jeff McClain, I'm driving in. The whole A.J. Brown story that everybody has to tell me that I'm an idiot and they're not trading him. And I don't necessarily think that they're going to trade him.
Not during the season.
Trade deadline's a week away.
Yeah.
I think it's unlikely he's traded. I also believe that it's a possibility, and it's been put out. The Adam Schefter, we talked about it yesterday. People are annoyed that I'm even talking about it.
It won't go away.
It won't go away.
Yeah.
And the third paragraph of the story, it didn't say, here's how you shut down A.J. Brown's not getting traded. Eagle sources tell me that the team views A.J. Brown as a top playmaker in the league, and they are trying to win a second straight Super Bowl, and they're not willing to part with one of their best offensive players.
Right. A.J. Brown is off the table.
He's off the table.
Yeah.
In the offseason, they could revisit
it, yeah.
Right, but right now, why would they want to trade away is he their best playmaker? I mean, you have Saquon, he's the running back, but A.J. Brown's a top 5 receiver in the league.
Yes.
Okay, everybody agrees on that. So why would you trade him? Well, they could have very easily shut that down. But in Schefter, and the headline was, because then you see everybody that aggregates all this stuff saying, oh, the Eagles have spoken, they're not trading A.J. Brown. Look in the details of the article. It said anything but the trade was shut down. So I think this is Howie Roseman casting a line, getting the hook in the water, and see who bites, if anybody bites.
Well, right, by putting the blockbuster thing in there. Yeah, he could be traded if we get a blockbuster.
What would you trade A.J. Brown for? You're playing Howie Roseman. I'm going to be Elliot Wolf of the Patriots.
All right,
ring, 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 ring. Howie, I'll offer you a first and a second, a 2027 second and a 2026 first for A.J. Brown.
Ooh, that sounds like blockbuster to me.
Because if you want to get the most,
yeah.
Jerry Jones did a poor job in trading Micah Parsons because a player with that elite skill, multiple teams would have been interested. The Eagles were interested. There would have been 4, 5, 6 teams that are interested. You create a bidding war.
Right.
Instead, he more or less almost had to trade him because Parsons was saying he was injured. He felt like it. So he traded Micah Parsons for a lot less than he could have if he worked the system properly. So if you're a team like the Patriots that has interest in A.J. Brown, don't you want him for the rest of this season? Because you get him for the rest of the season. You trade for him in the offseason, you get him going forward.
Right.
You get him this year. So is it worth an extra sweetener of, okay, we'll give you the second instead of a third? Eagles traded a first and a third for him. Mm-hmm. No one's complaining about the terms of that trade.
No.
The hell of a deal.
You get a first and a second?
First and a second?
I think you'd have to seriously consider doing that, wouldn't you?
Is that a blockbuster?
I mean,
and A.J. Brown being traded
to me.
A.J. Brown being traded is a blockbuster. A first and a second is a lot. Now, I understand there's salary cap implications and things like that.
The dead money's extreme.
So what I was told was there's $17 million this year in dead money, and then next year there would be $43 million. $43 million, you know how you combat that? You rip up contracts and you give bonus money and you do what they do every year to create cap space.
Which is like Howie's expertise.
Yeah.
One of the things that he was originally good at. Now he's pretty good at drafting.
Yep. So I'll ask you this. How real do you think this chatter is?
I think it's real because it won't go away, and there's like credible people putting this out, and they're not just doing that to get clicks. I know everybody likes to say that these days, but I don't think it happens until the offseason, if at all.
All right, here's Jeff McClain on with the guys this morning talking about this right here.
Oh, no, I think what it says is that offseason is possible.
Right.
Right now, because the dead money hit is just astronomical. They would have to get and I'll use the term because I heard the same term. They'd have to get a blockbuster amount in return. Right now, he's probably not 100% happy. Right. I don't know if it has really much to do with the Eagles as it maybe does one person. The gang in training camp. A question I asked him specifically, knowing AJ and just knowing how he felt about things coming into the year. You've won a Super Bowl. You've won all pros, Pro Bowls. What are you playing for at this point? And he's like, I want to be known as the best receiver. I want to, I didn't say Hall of Fame, but I know that's what he wants. I'm sure he's probably thinking that this type of offense and this type of quarterback are keeping him from accomplishing those types of goals.
Wow, that's interesting. That's like a guy who is like, he's already won his Super Bowl. Now it's all about going out and getting the gold jacket, and he wants to go to a place that has like a Joe Burrow kind of quarterback or a Herbert kind of guy.
He wants his cake. He wants his cake and eat it too.
And now it's all the rest of the years. The rest of his career is all about stat compiling and going to the Hall of Fame.
Well, I mean, you can win and put up big numbers. I don't think A.J. Brown wants to go to
Cleveland
and get 1,500 yards and go 3
There's no
14.
quarterback there.
No.
Yeah.
Ask Myles Garrett how having 5 sacks treats you after you lose another game. But I think A.J. Brown looks at it and says, no, I want to be a 1,500-yard receiver, and I want to win. I want both. It's just not about compiling stats. I want both. A couple things he said there. He said, blockbuster, I heard the same term. So he heard the same thing. So in other words, because Jeff, because he's the Inquirer reporter, he, for the most part, him and Tim McManus, they'll get information before some of the other guys, right? So when they decide who they're dishing stuff out to, McClain a lot of times gets information. So McClain checks in and says, listen, this isn't going away. What's going on with AJ? And he hears the term blockbuster. Adam Schefter hears the term blockbuster. This isn't being shut down by the Eagles. This isn't agent speak. This is blockbuster talk by the Eagles. He said, I heard the same thing. Something else he said in there. Can we hear it again, Ray? It's the part that he says, well, except for maybe one person. He's talking about Jalen Hurts in this thing?
Sounds like it.
Right? I want to hear it again, and I want other people to hear it too, so I'm not just jumping the gun here.
Right now, he's probably not 100% happy, right? I don't know if it has really much to do with the Eagles as it maybe does one person.
One person and a giggle. Ray, I'll ask you because you're objective Ray Dunn. Is he talking about Jalen there?
I don't know who else he could be talking about.
Right. Okay. So I just wait because everybody tells me what a jerk I am. Because I'm going to say what everybody that's on the beat, what they kind of they won't come out and just say, but everybody knows it. That A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts don't have a great working relationship. I don't think they hate each other. I don't think Jalen hates him. I was just kind of checking in with some people this morning and just saying, like, hey, listen, I know nobody's coming out and saying anything. And they're kind of everybody's kind of walking a fine line. But how would you describe the relationship with Jalen and AJ? And the word disconnected was what I got back from somebody. That's very plugged into what's going on with the Eagles.
Because
disconnected.
The relationship was really a big reason as to why they went out and acquired him.
Best friend.
Right? We were told they were like, Mutt and Jeff.
There was he was the godfather of his daughter.
And now it's deteriorated.
Yep. And I'm not even blaming. I'm not blaming one side or the other. I don't want the Eagles to trade A.J. Brown.
I don't either.
No, I blame a lot of people. Are yesterday were like, I'm not saying that they're going to trade him. I'm just simply looking at what's going on. And like you said, this talk won't go away. And now you have Adam Schefter and Jeff McClain, who both have heard the term blockbuster.
Now, if he's not moved by next Tuesday, it'll go away until the offseason, and then it'll come back. And that's probably when it happens.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's with the team. Jeff had said, I don't think it was in that cut. Jeff had said later on that they probably sit down at the end of the season and they say, if you're not happy, let's let's have a conversation. What's going on?
Well, what about the rest of this season if he's not happy?
Well, you just
Jeffrey Lurie's comments that he made to Diana Orsini over the weekend kind of covered that nothing's bigger than the team, and they'll do what they have to do to make sure that nobody's bigger than the team. Pay closer attention to what's going on right now and realize that there might be something that the Eagles are concerned about. It doesn't mean that he's getting traded, but I mean, it's almost consecutive weeks that he's airing his grievances on social media.
I know. It's like you have to check his Instagram every 2 hours to see if there's a post. But the funny thing is, watching a game on Sunday, and they showed Jalen on the sidelines yucking it up with Dotson. Remember that after the touchdown to Dotson? And I'm like, I know there's not a camera on him all the time. I get it. And we've talked about how he's always sort of so focused and dialed in. You never see him smile. He was having fun. That really struck me. I'm like, wow, that's weird.
It's been fun Jalen the last 2 weeks. He's been in a really good mood. All right, we'll come back. Jeff McClain says that A.J. Brown doesn't have an issue with the Eagles, but that one person. Are you buying it? 610-632-0975. And what? So you said first in a second you would do it.
I would have to strongly consider doing it.
Ray, first and a second.
Nah.
No?
Nope. Not doing it.
All right,
I'm not moving him.
You're not moving him, period.
No.
What about in the offseason?
The offseason, we could talk.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think there's a trade out there that a team will make that I'd be willing to move off of them. I also don't know what's going on inside the locker room, how bad it is. 610-632-0975. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
76ers get the 3-0. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The Sixers won 136-124 over the Magic last night. Tyrese Maxey had 43 points of the win. Kelly Oubre, one of his best games as a 76er with a double-double. VJ Edgecombe had 26 points in the win. After the game, Tyrese Maxey talked about the trust he has in Edgecombe.
I mean, for how he's playing, he's playing extremely aggressive. Only had 2 turnovers tonight. Has the ball in his hands a lot. We all trust him. You got to keep playing that way. But yeah, his defense has been great. His patience has been great, and he scored the ball at a high level.
They play again tonight in D.C. against the Wizards at 7 o'clock. We'll have that game for you live right here on The Fanatic. The Eagles 6-2 at the bye. We're exactly a week away from the NFL trade deadline. Jeff McClain was on with Kincade Salciunas this morning talking about the reports surrounding A.J. Brown.
Oh, no, I think what it says is that offseason is possible. Right now, because the dead money is just astronomical. They would have to get, and I'll use the term because I heard the same term, they'd have to get a blockbuster amount in return.
You can listen to the whole conversation between Jeff McClain and Kincade and Salciunas on our website or the Fanatic app. Flyers host the Penguins tonight at 6 o'clock. The game's on our sister station, WMMR. This update's brought to you by AutoZone. Get in the zone. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help troubleshoot the likely cause your pesky check engine light for free and get you back on the road. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone. I'm Ray Dunn, the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic.
Kincade and Salciunas, 6 to 10 a.m.
and Ray Dunn. Middays with Marks, 97.5. The Fanatic. What up, everybody? Uh-oh. Is that your get a new mail message there, Ray?
Or is that a text alert? What was that?
When recording the song, somebody got a new. Hate to do it, Nate. Hate to do it to him. Bum, 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 bum. Wow. More AJ Brown.
Tighten it up.
More AJ. We have an AJ Brown call coming up. Text line 610-632-0975. Either it's now or it's the end of, or in the off season. Like right now, what's the blockbuster you can't say no to? Say, did you go 2 firsts? A lot of people said to me yesterday, and since the game on Sunday, it's the best the offense has looked all season. I agree.
Yeah. Well, it's because Saquon got loose.
Right. Offensive line did a good job protecting and run blocking again. Actually, Jalen got sacked a couple of times.
I mean, Devontae did what he pretty much does every week.
Above average game.
Yeah.
Great catches, always catches it, whatever. But, I mean, if you can have your best offensive performance, guess who didn't play on Sunday?
Yeah, but I can't say, I can't project that out for the rest of the season. Oh, they'd be fine without AJ.
They're better with AJ.
Yes. Yes, they are. Now, what did Dallas get? Did they get 2 firsts?
No.
For Micah Parsons?
No, right?
Yeah, I think they did.
I think they did.
2 and the player?
And the player.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, is A.J. Brown
defensive lineman? So let's say 2 firsts and a cornerback. Throw us a cornerback.
How about another wide receiver? Because if Dotson's your number 2, I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, it's not enough.
It's like I honestly I think the Eagles are only open. What you got out of Schefter and Jeff McClain is honestly what I think that it is. They realize that the rubber might meet the road with AJ in the offseason. But if someone came to him and said, hey, we're the Patriots. We think we can get to the Super Bowl this year. Look at their schedule.
And that's his old coach, too, AJ.
Mike Vrabel.
Vrabel is, if Vrabel be up for that.
They desperately need a wide receiver up there. They have a young quarterback that's not making any money. It makes too much sense for
They got Stephon Diggs up there.
Who is...
And they got Butte, the kid. I think he's from LSU. He's actually pretty good.
They have a bunch of 2s. They need a number 1. And May can dish it. No doubt about it. So, I mean, like you're getting him for the rest of this year. If you're going to be interested in the offseason and you're willing to give up significant in the offseason, why not do it now?
Well, I mean, New England would have to flip Diggs, wouldn't they? I mean, is AJ going to get his targets if they have all those 3 guys?
Diggs is not a high target guy anymore.
Well, I mean, he's got almost 50 targets. He got 49 targets.
Does he in 8 games? Okay. All right. About 6, 7
Only
games.
1 touchdown, but he does have 49 targets.
Yeah.
I mean, if AJ's really all about getting numbers, that's not going to happen with Butte and Diggs.
Yeah, how many
Hunter Henry gets a lot of targets.
How many catches does Diggs have?
42.
Okay.
Out of 49 targets.
And that's 8 games?
All
right. Yeah. A decent amount of targets. All right. Let's go to Mark. Mark is calling from Manayunk. Mark, go ahead. What up?
Hey guys, how are you doing?
What's up?
Hey, Mark.
Hey guys. Hey, I got a thought here. So, from following around on things on social media, you follow stuff with Cowboys. What about the thoughts of a potential swap for Brown for Pickens? Pickens is a free agent at the end of the year.
No.
Dallas is already worried about had that money locked up with CeeDee Lamb. Worried about signing him. They got the capital from the Parsons trade. I was just curious what your guys' thoughts are on that.
There's no way I'm trading him to Dallas.
I know
think
with Dallas
Pickens is great, but he could be a problem too. He was a problem in Pittsburgh. That's why they got rid of him.
Thank you, Mark. No. They're paying.
He's very talented, but he can be an issue.
CeeDee Lamb's making top money. They're,
I'm not giving him AJ.
No,
Dallas
let's send him to Dallas.
I didn't want to send him in conference.
I know.
Send him to the Star.
New England would be perfect.
Right. Well, no one wants to trade him anyway. Text line. Do we have? I'm sure a lot of people that are definitely want to trade him on the text line.
Yeah, well, it's funny because nobody wants to trade him, but you bring up trading him, all of a sudden people are like, well, all right, if I have to trade him, let me give you what I would give up. So we got L.A. Rhodes from Wyoming, Pennsylvania. A second, a fourth, and a starting corner. Done.
Okay.
All right.
Second and a fourth.
I guess it depends on who the starting corner is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Bobby from Marlton saying, depends where the first-round pick would be. whether or not you would want that first-round pick.
Well, I
Or
mean,
sending him to a
Probably
bad
towards the end of the round.
It's going to be towards the end of the round because you're not sending him to a bad team because he wants.
Why would they want him?
Right.
Agreed.
Tommy from Virginia, I would ship AJ to New England for a second and Christian Gonzalez.
They're not going to do that.
They're not doing. No, I would need a first-round pick too.
Yes.
In coming back.
And as far as so if Parsons got 2 seconds and he was at least a former Pro Bowler, the nose tackle or the defensive tackle they got in that trade, Parsons and the defensive end position, which used to be so much more important. The wide receiver wasn't valued as much around the NFL years ago as the defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
When you looked at salaries, defensive ends made more money. The Andy Reid style of football, you pay offensive linemen, you pay defensive linemen, you pay edge rushers, you
And a
don't pay wide
cornerback.
receiver. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore. Wide receivers are making $30+ million a year. A.J. Brown's making $30+ million for a reason. So if Micah Parsons is worth 2 first-round draft picks plus a player, I got to believe A.J. Brown's worth the same because he's at least under contract.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons not under contract. They had to sign him to a contract.
Right.
So he's worth all of that.
And he's got 6.5 sacks.
He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good trade for Green Bay. Green Bay is a good team. Now, Harry, on looking back at Sunday's game briefly, you guys nailed it. I gave you guys credit yesterday. You guys nailed it. It was exactly kind of how you painted it to be, which was Eagles are the better team. Now, looking back at that game, they weren't ready for it. The Giants had their moment, and they were going to smash them. That's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, and Saquon got loose.
You said that as well.
Yeah, it was home run time. Now, did I think it would be the second play of the game? No, but I thought he'd get one, and he did, and he looked great until he, tweaked that groin in the fourth quarter. Boy, the bye is at the perfect time for this team right now, isn't it?
Now you don't have to rush
Really
him
is.
back.
Jeez.
Yep. So it was an impressive performance.
I hated seeing Scatterbo get hurt, especially that injury because I've had that injury. That was my injury.
Did your ankle look like that?
Yes. My ankle was at 9 o'clock, laying on the ground.
What were you doing?
Playing golf.
Did you fall?
It's well documented what happened to me.
I don't remember.
I slipped on a hillside, a green complex that was filled with acorns. My foot went into like a little bit of a trench and just snapped like a twig. Both bones, both ligaments torn, and a full dislocation.
When did this happen?
2017, September 14th, I believe.
So that's why because I was already gone and I wasn't listening. So this happened while you were working, not actually while you were working, but
that was a Thursday of a work week. Yeah, I was doing the Temple game. I ended up in a knee scooter for the rest of the year. I did the Super Bowl parade with with crutches.
Did you really?
Yeah.
It's a very well-documented thing because we've already received texts today asking if Harry could retell the Acorn story.
Well, I get PTSD from watching injuries like that. Like similar thing happened to Dak Prescott. That was his injury.
Compound fracture.
Yeah. So I didn't look at the replay, and I'm glad they didn't show it, but I know it was all over social media. People are sending it to me like I want to see
like,
this
hey,
again.
Har.
Yeah.
Well, I saw it on the original replay that they showed it before they realized what they were showing. It's
horrible.
like, wow. Remember, so the Joe Theismann.
Yeah, well, that was his leg, yeah.
Tim Crumry, but like really nasty injuries like that. Tim Crumry's leg like bent and snapped in half in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Bengals, Niners. Yeah, that was nasty.
It was gruesome.
But leave it to Big Dom to make a nice gesture by delivering cheesesteaks and pizzas to Scatterbo.
The only guy that can get through to Angelo's, by the way.
Is that right?
Yeah. He needs Angelo's on demand. He's got it. You try and call Angelo's as a regular person. Forget it. Next week, maybe.
Really?
Oh, it's so tough.
I doubt he's calling the regular number.
Yeah. You think?
No, he probably has a
He has a
walks in the
hotline.
side door. He just walks in the side door.
Yeah.
You're Big Dom. That's what 610-632. So Nate's not taking responsibility for recording the.
No.
Well, who recorded it?
I didn't.
I know. Well, I think I sent it to Nate. What did he subcontract it out?
Maybe. I don't know who's working for Nate now.
Oh.
What do we got going on back there?
I don't know. What is going on back there?
What is going on back there?
As Harry once said. 610-632.
I was so angry back then. Damn it! So angry.
What would you attribute that to?
I just
too much
the work environment.
The work environment.
Go ahead, take it over. You're the boss. Yeah, I had like 3 bosses in my ear constantly.
Tighten it up.
Yeah. And working with Bruno.
But no one would say it to Tony that you had to be the go-between. It had nothing to do with you.
Right, exactly. all that vitriol, and then the boss wanted me to like sort of recreate that on demand. Right. And I'm like, I don't want to be like that at this every day.
What is going on? Coming up. Oh man, what is coming up? We have we have some Philly stuff to talk about as well. We're going to do a back or a pack coming up as well. And then Bryce Harper. Did you think Bryce Harper was a little whiny in his comments to Matt Gelb?
A little bit.
All right.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. We'll discuss that. That's coming up. It is Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
John Kincade, Andrew Salciunas, and
All right, we're back. Middays with Marks. Harry Mays, Ray Dunn. Next segment, back or pack. Stay tuned for that. We'll tell you who we're backing or packing coming up. You said you're picking up a book after the show?
Yes, at the bookstore. I don't order my stuff on Amazon. I go to the bookstore. There's a new book dropping today that I'm very interested in.
What bookstore do you head?
It'll be like a Barnes and Noble over in my area.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
But Cameron Crowe's memoir drops today.
Look at you.
Called The Uncool.
The
You
Uncool.
know who Cameron Crowe is?
I do not.
He was the guy that the movie that he directed and wrote, Almost Famous, was based on his life, loosely based on his life. He was a teenage reporter for the Rolling Stone in the 70s when rock and roll was at its apex.
So he's a movie writer.
Yes.
So
he's written
Fast Times
Jerry Maguire, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Almost Famous, and others.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew the name. I just didn't. I didn't know exactly.
And he's married to one of the Nancy Wilson from the band Heart, the guitar player, the blonde. That's his wife.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What?
He's led a great and incredible life.
Well, it's interesting that you're interested to where you're getting it the day it was. Have you been waiting?
Well,
for
I
this
just
book
saw
to come out?
over the weekend that it's coming out on Tuesday, and I was kind of excited.
So this is a biography.
It's a
on him?
memoir of
Okay.
his life. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm a big nonfiction. Now I haven't read a book in years because I don't have time.
Right.
But I'm a nonfiction / biography.
Yeah, me too.
I can't read fiction. I don't follow.
Me
it.
either. Yeah, me either.
I've tried, and I get 3 pages into a book, and what did I just read?
Same with me.
Same thing?
Yes.
I could see Ray reading some romance novels. Are you a reader, Ray?
I'm a reader, but I'm not reading fiction.
Yeah.
No.
They're not real.
And the movie Singles. Do you remember the movie
No.
Singles from the early 90s? That was a good one too.
Early 90s. Huh?
Yeah.
Vanilla Sky. Oh, that was a whacked out movie, wasn't it? Vanilla Sky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Or am I thinking of something else? All right.
Yeah, that was Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, all right. Well, now, when will you read this book?
I have time.
Well, it's the winter now. You can't play golf as much.
That's right. That's
okay.
right. So this is when I read.
But do you read before bed?
No.
You're just
No.
whenever you have a little bit, you'll just pick it up and.
Yeah, I want to do it when I'm wide awake.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, maybe I should, because some people they'll take a little bit of time before bed. They'll be like, all right, I'll get off the phone,
and it kind of puts you to sleep.
Right, because I don't. One thing I don't do is when I go upstairs and I'll watch the end of a game or post game or whatever in bed. I do not pick up my phone. Once my phone gets put down and I charge it, I am not on my phone. I'm not watching the game with my phone.
Right, me either.
Pretty much once I get home from work, I'm not glued to my phone. I've had enough for the day. I'm up before 5 o'clock every morning. And I'm on a computer, a phone, a tablet.
Before 5?
Yeah, quarter
Wow.
of 5. Yeah, quarter of
I'm
5.
up at 5.
And I never sleep to my alarm. I'll wake up I'll be like, it's probably about 4:35.
Yeah, I'm not a snooze person. I
No.
don't hit the snooze. When the thing goes off, I'm up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Ray's going to bed around 4:35.
Right,
so
right.
he's
Yeah, about then.
Yeah.
I try to be in by 4:15, but you never know what's going to happen on any given night.
He goes to the after party.
like last night. Well, what time did you leave the what is it called now? It used to be Xfinity
Stateside
Live.
Live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stateside
Our good friends over at Stateside Live. Yeah.
Our good friends.
Our good friends. Once that got through 9 innings, I'm done. I can't stay here for extras. Because I did the whole, you don't know. This could go on all night.
So
and it almost did.
Shohei Ohtani, 4 for 4, 2 home runs, 2 doubles, 4 intentional walks, 1 other walk. And he's starting pitching because the game wasn't over until 3 o'clock.
Yeah,
Eastern time.
2:51.
So he starts tonight in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
It's a starting pitcher. Now he's not on the lineup.
Yeah.
He's a starting pitcher tonight. Now, I've never seen anything like this guy.
No, me either.
In baseball.
No.
Does he come out tonight and throw a no-hitter for 7 innings? Or does he come out gassed tonight because of last night's game? I bet the Dodgers. I put him in my parlay, my Sixer Dodger parlay.
I would think he gives them 6 innings tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 great innings.
What do you have, 10 strikeouts the game he hit 3 homers?
Yep.
I mean, that is unbelievable.
And remember, against the Phillies, he couldn't buy a hit.
He did nothing.
Strike it out. Like, that doesn't last for a
See,
guy
that's
like
another
Ohtani.
reason why the Phillies actually won the World Series.
Ray, get the parade ready.
They controlled Ohtani.
Now, do we do the parade?
Online.
Do we do the if parade if like the same day the Dodgers do, or do we have a separate day for the if parade?
No, I think it's the same one. It has to be
day?
the same day. Yeah.
Okay.
The Fine Line Parade.
Okay. And Ray's going to drive around in his 2002
line.
Avalon.
I've got the roof window.
I know.
I can get someone to stand up, stand out of it. You know.
Do you have a convertible?
No.
Oh.
A very small roof window.
So as we segue in the Phillies talk, when Dave Dombrowski, when he talked about Bryce Harper and he said, well, he's not a, I don't know if he can be the lead anymore. Only Bryce Harper knows that. I don't know if he's a lead anymore. He also talked about Freddie Freeman in the same area of that press conference. He talked about Freddie Freeman, who is 36 years old. Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
Freddie Freeman doesn't put up the numbers that he once did.
But he gets hits when he needs to.
He won the game. Had a walk-off last night.
Yeah.
So for the season, he batted .295, 24 home runs, 90 RBIs. So is Freddie Freeman elite anymore in the regular season? Is an elite player?
No.
Because Bryce Harper doesn't need to be an elite player during the regular season. He needs to show up in the playoffs like Freddie Freeman.
Exactly.
And that's it. So that's another reason when we talk about the Dombrowski comments, even entertaining the word elite and talking about elite, nobody cares. I don't need Bryce Harper to be an MVP anymore. I don't need Bryce Harper to bat 340 home runs. Sure, I'll take it. But Freddie Freeman's showing you that if Bryce Harper can give you Freddie Freeman numbers, and then in the playoffs,
right,
hit a home run like he did last night, or hit a home run, was that game one of the NLCS that got him on the board in game one of the NLCS? That's what you need out of Bryce Harper.
Doesn't even need to be a homer. Rip me a big double.
Well, how about a hit?
With a couple of guys on base.
A hit would be nice.
It
would be. All right, 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. That's the text line. That's the phone line. So we're doing Backer Pack next. And we're going to do it with Aiden Miller. Even though he wasn't with the Phillies, their top positional prospect. A lot of people saying, hey, you trade Bohm, and Aiden Miller is your starting third baseman for the Fightins. So should he break camp with the big league club? Backer Pack, Aiden Miller, coming up right after this. It is Middays with Marks on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Sixers get to 3-0. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The 76ers won 136-124 over the Magic. Last night, Tyrese Maxey scored 43 points in the win. Kelly Oubre with a double-double. It may be his best game as a 76er. VJ Edgecombe continued the hot start to his career with 26 points in the win. And after the game, Tyrese Maxey talked about the trust he has in Edgecombe.
I mean, for how he's playing, he's playing extremely aggressive. Only had 2 turnovers tonight. Has the ball in his hands a lot. We all trust him. You got to keep playing that way. But yeah, his defense has been great. His patience has been great, and he scored the ball at a high level.
Of a chance to continue playing that way tonight in D.C. against the Wizards at 7 o'clock. You can listen to the game right here on The Fanatic. The Eagles 6-2 at the bye. We're a week away from the NFL trade deadline. There's been a lot of conversation across the nation, really, about A.J. Brown, his availability ahead of the deadline. Here's Jeff McClain talking about those trade rumors.
Oh, no, I think what it says is that offseason is possible. Right now, because the dead money is just astronomical, they would have to get, and I'll use the term because I heard the same term, they'd have to get a blockbuster amount in return.
You can listen to the full Jeff McClain interview with Kincade and Salciunas this morning on our website. Flyers host the Penguins tonight at 6 o'clock. That game's on our sister station, WMMR. This update's brought by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find the looks all for under $30. New arrivals every day. You never know what you'll find. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com. I'm Ray Dunn on the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5, The Fanatic.
Harry Mays, Ray Diggity Dunn. As we segue into some Phillies conversation, big win by the 76ers last night. We'll get back into that. The latest on the Eagles. But it's time for Back or Pack.
The Phillies season is over.
It's over, Johnny.
Now it's time to ask, who should be back? And who should start to pack?
Pack your bags.
See ya! And I wouldn't want to be here. It's time for Back or Pack on Middays with Marks.
All right, so third base is a interesting position to what the Phillies are going to do going forward, at least into this season. We did an Alec Bohm backer pack. You were back.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Dunn was back, and I was pack. And it doesn't it seem like that this is one of these split, like fans are all else being equal, like, yeah, we don't really want Bohm, but it's your best option. Or you get people that are saying, no, get rid of Bohm. But then you say, who's going to play third base next year?
Right. I saw there was a lot of reaction to that video that we did
on Instagram. Yeah.
And most people, I thought, from what I saw, want him gone. Like they're done with Bohm, kind of like you are.
Like me.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, because I think some of that is Otto Kemp would be the replacement, or Sosa, or somebody that's not on the roster right now. Maybe that's why you would want him back. But so let's do this, all right? So Aiden Miller, he's 21 years old. He is the top position prospect of the Phillies. He did not have a great 2025. I mean, it wasn't bad. He came on towards the end of the year. He started in Double-A. Mm-hmm. He struggled early. He didn't have the power that I think the Phillies were expecting, because he does have raw power potential. He ended up leading off, and he had a ton of steals. So I would say overall, it wasn't a bad season for him. He's certainly not jumping up prospect lists with it. He probably fell a little bit. Still was a really good prospect. But he's a shortstop. And he has not played third base. But there's a lot of thought that the Phillies are going to move him to third base, and that he is going to be the replacement at some point for Alec Bohm. So, Harry Mays, Aiden Miller, the third baseman for the Phillies. Is he going to be back? Is he going to be as the Phillies' third baseman, or is he packing his bags for Lehigh Valley AAA?
I think he's packing his bags for the minor leagues for at least another half to two-thirds of a season. Maybe he's like a summer call-up or something, but not at the start of the season.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I outside of him coming to spring training and
just
blowing things up.
Off. Yeah.
But here's the other thing. The Bohm decision is going to be made. If if he's coming back, he's coming back. And then if he's back, he's going to be the starter, so there's no Aiden Miller conversation. But if the Phillies decide they're going to move on from him, and then they say, okay, it's going to be Kemp and Sosa, maybe Miller, and maybe somebody in free agency, or if none of that works out, then you have the trade deadline to where you can make a move and get a third baseman in there.
Right.
But Aiden Miller isn't ready for any number of reasons. He doesn't have a lot of at-bats even above Double-A. He ended the season in Triple-A. And he's a guy that still needs experience. He does. Yeah. He just does. So to bring a guy that's never played the position defensively, and on a team that the Phillies, unlike any other year, are certainly in a World Series or bust mode. It's what it is.
I could see Crawford up here to start the season.
I think he's your starting left fielder.
Yeah, the outfielder, yeah.
He batted .340. I don't know what else he has to prove in the minors. You bring him up and see if it translates to the major league level. But and there's a lot of people out there, Ray, you probably see it on the text line or on social media, that when it's like, get rid of Bohm and Aiden Miller should be your starter. Aiden Miller will not be starting the season as the Phillies' third baseman. Your thoughts?
No, he won't be starting the season as third baseman. Honestly, the best way I'm trying to talk to myself about this Bohm situation is, if it wasn't Alec Bohm and you just took a third baseman of this caliber and said, hey, he's your stopgap third baseman for a year before you get the prospect in your system to come up and play third base, would you be cool with that for another year? Like, if instead of moving off of Bohm, the idea of Bohm is just he's the stopgap, and this is the stopgap year.
You signed Bohm to a $10 million one-year contract to be the starter.
Yeah. Right, and you're just anticipating that your system's going to produce someone the following year. And we all look at this as the Bohm final dance type moment for him, where, like, this is the last time you're in pinstripes. Instead of going and getting someone to fill in for a year until Aiden Miller's ready, you are just that guy for one more year.
Yeah, that's how I look at it.
Yeah, if
and Miller plays third in the AAA from the start.
And you wonder if that's what they're going to do because he has not played. He should.
I mean, if they think he's going to be a third baseman, that's what he's got to do, right?
Yeah.
They haven't done it yet, though, right?
Nope. Yeah. They haven't. And there's names out there that in free agency that you could grab, but it's a lot of the same names that you see as the outfielders. The Phillies aren't going to be able. I know Bregman opted out, or he's going to opt out. He'll be a free agent. The Phillies don't have the money for that.
He's a Boris guy too.
He's a Boris guy. He didn't have the market that they thought he was going to have, so he got the shorter-term contract with the opt-out. He got injured early in the season, was able to come back and had a good finish to the season. I like Bregman. I think he's a good player.
I do too.
I just don't think it's realistic for the Phillies, unless you're not bringing a Schwarber back or whatever else. So, I mean, odds are Bohm is back, but taking that $10 million and using that for an outfielder, I don't think that you can – because if you're already short in the outfield, like right now, Kemp's being talked about as a guy that could be a corner outfielder,
right?
As like a platoon type player in the corner outfield.
That's the great thing about him is he can play multiple positions,
right? Yeah. But I mean, that means that you would need a third baseman. You can't have him playing a third of the time at third base, a third of the time at right
corner
field.
outfield.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea. Yeah. And I agree that Sosa is much more effective if he's getting 300 bats a season,
not 500.
No, not 500. Yeah. I mean, then 300 might be pushing it as well. But I like looking at Alec Bohm. Do we really think he's going to come back and have as good of a year or better than last year?
Well, it's a contract year. We've seen it all over baseball every year.
I guess we might be finding out.
Yeah.
Is he a guy?
That'd be a good thing, right?
Well, sure.
It'd be a good problem to have.
But Sam Wilson actually said this. Sam Stafford said this last week. She was listening when we were talking about Bohm, and she said, well, being that he is a guy that never comes up big in big spots, what makes you think in the pressure of a contract season where he realizes his free agency is depending on what he does, and now the pressure's on him that he's going to come out and he's going to have a 275, 280 year where he's hitting 20, 25 home runs and 100 RBIs?
Well, I could see that side of the argument too, but I just think that I've seen it so many times where guys just have the breakout year when they need to get a contract.
He'll hit 280.
Yeah.
20 home runs, I've stopped holding my breath.
But will he hit 280?
Probably. He's hit 280. It was a down year for me at 287.
Yeah.
Not a down year for average.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. A down year for him. He's still putting the ball in play. He's still getting the base hits.
Just want more power out of it.
Yeah.
All right, 287, 11 home runs. He was injured, right, for a month?
Yep.
Yeah, and the Phillies didn't do well when he was out. All right, so here's the one thing I'll say if Alec Bohm is back. You cannot have him batting cleanup.
No.
You can't. I mean, which begs the question, who's batting cleanup? I don't care. Everybody wants to bitch Harper's not the same player. How about you get anybody but Alec Bohm hitting behind him?
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm all in on that. I just don't know where you're getting that.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem. It's been their biggest problem since, Reese was a flawed player, but since Reese left, you've had a minimal right-handed pop in that lineup.
It's true.
It's been inconsistent Castellanos, it's been an aging JT, and it's been Bohm who gets you the extra base hits, but when we're talking about home run power, he's never tapped into it. It's never been his thing.
All right, Ray, give me your starting lineup. Give me who leads off? This is Trey?
Sure, Turner.
Turner.
The top three for me is not going to change. If they want Turner leading off, it's not going to change. I want Schwarber to get the most amount of at-bats possible. If you don't want him leading off, then he's going to bat second.
See, I need him batting fourth. I need him behind Harper. I do.
There were 2 games of the postseason this year that the last person to bat was Turner, and the game ended with Schwarber on deck.
Who hits second then? Ramuto, if he's back?
And no one seems to like that idea. You have 2 right-handed batters in a row, which isn't a good thing. I know why. Like the modern baseball, you have your best hitter batting second. It's not like it used to be, where it's your third and your fourth hitter where you would have it. It's not like that as much anymore. You bet Trey Turner lead off?
Yes.
Who bats second?
That's where I'm up.
Yeah.
With a blank.
So maybe Schwarber.
Blank.
Maybe Schwarber, Harper. Who bats cleanup?
Oh, your boy, Kemp.
Otto Kemp? He's got more power than Bohm. He's your cleanup hitter. This is the problem.
You should be his agent.
We have a good club.
Get in the zone. Auto zone.
Auto zone.
JT is your cleanup hitter?
Is that a thing?
We have a good club.
The Auto Zone?
I saw a T-shirt.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
Get in the zone, Auto Zone, with that mustache. How come you don't have the mustache anymore? You were rocking a stash for a while.
Yeah, on occasion. Yeah, I'll do it. I just do it to mess with people, including my wife. She hates it.
She don't like it?
No, she doesn't like it.
No?
No.
Ray's going to have a mustache on Friday, I'm told.
Oh, Friday?
Well, I don't know. You were saying you're going
I
to
said this weekend.
Oh, this weekend.
Rocking it Saturday.
So you're shaving the beard.
Yes.
And leaving the mustache. Now, will it be sort of a Fu Manchu, or a handlebar kind of thing?
It's not going to droop all the way through here, but I'm going for the Ron Burgundy look, so I got to keep it.
Is there a party or something?
Yeah, it's Halloween weekend.
Well, wait.
What are you going
But Halloween's on Friday. Don't you do it for Friday?
Oh, I'm sorry. The guy in his mid-20s only goes out one night a
I don't know.
weekend now.
I guess my point is that you're on the air on Friday with a visual on YouTube. You should have a mustache on Friday.
Yeah, I thought I was going to do Bob Ross Friday night. I've got a good line and everything, you know?
So he's got multiple.
Yeah, again, I'm going out multiple nights.
Okay. See, I'd like to see the because I'm in on Friday. I would like to see the mustache.
That's all right. Let him do Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Coming up, Vic Fangio's been watching the MLB postseason, and he offered a Phillies take. We'll play that and give you our takeaways from watching the postseason. And Bryce Harper, does Harry think Bryce Harper's a little whiny? That's coming up next. It is Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Start your morning off right.
should never traded him. I don't care. He gave up a home to Babe Ruth.
That's a Phillies take by Vic Fangio. Sir Anthony Dominguez on the Blue Jays.
Yeah. Are you serious?
I guess so.
Wow.
Oh no, he's a diehard Phillies.
I know he's a fan, but man.
Oh, he is a very positive fan. Remember the cut? Were you working the day where he was the Phillies are fine. It's only one game, and it's like, oh, how do you feel about the game? Oh, it's great. He's like, well, Nola's starting. He's like, huh? No. He's like, huh?
What's the reasoning behind that?
And he's like, what? Like, oh, yeah. We'll be fine.
Right.
Yeah, very positive Phillies fan.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff Hoffman pitched 2 innings last night. He's had a great. His ERA in the postseason is under 1.
He had everybody pitching last night.
Needed it.
What, they have like 8 or 9 guys?
18 innings.
I know. It's insane.
Dave Roberts said, is it Verducci that's doing it for Fox?
Probably.
Yeah. And I think it was tongue in cheek. He said he was going to have to bring a position player in to pitch.
Or Rosenthal.
No, I forget who it was. Yeah, Rosenthal's involved in that. Yeah, so the position player thing. And it's like he's not going to bring a position player in. You just got to, unfortunately, got to bring a starter in. I don't think you're bringing Ohtani in, but you got to do something.
And that's what they've been doing throughout the playoffs,
Yeah.
and it's really been working for them because their bullpen was not good.
Sure has.
So they had what they have 1, 3, 6, 9, 10 pitchers in all, including Glasnow.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
There you go. That's 2 games that you play, and you get to win. So you wonder because the Blue Jays have been a team. They've been a team where they've just responded pretty much at every step during the playoffs here, and you wonder what happens the night they come out. Going down 2-1, that third game is such a big game.
Right.
Now, do the Dodgers come out tonight? They have Shohei Ohtani on the mound. And is this all right, you guys are going home. We're going to be up 3-1. Let's go.
That's what I think happens. Yeah. I mean, that's you talk about, the effect it could have on, the Dodgers. Imagine losing that game.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know?
that's deflating.
Yeah.
And
really deflating.
I was watching SportsCenter this morning, and they were in both locker rooms. And as you would expect, the Dodgers locker room is joy, jubilance, they're elated, big smiles, and then it's like somebody died in the Blue Jays locker. They realize to play 2 games and to get that loss is big.
Yeah, and they got the Dodgers got 4 innings out of Will Klein last night,
which was I believe he's a reliever.
Yeah, he's a reliever.
It's the most he's ever pitched.
Yeah,
Will Klein.
6'5".
It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
I mean, think about it, man. The Phillies are 2 wins away from getting another World Series. What are we calling it officially, Ray?
We have a good club.
Yep.
Fine line.
It'll be the Fine Line Parade. I don't know what we're calling it in terms of
the Fine Line Championship. Yep.
Fine line.
Yep. We're almost there. It's been fun. Really, all of these games have been really fun.
I know most Phillies fans are long since dialed out of baseball.
Yeah.
But I've enjoyed it. I really have.
I've stayed in it this year.
Yeah.
Bryce Harper had comments to Dave Dombrowski, giving the Matt Gelb. A lot of people. See, here's the problem, and here's why I blame Dombrowski even more.
Dombrowski started this fire.
Correct.
Yeah.
He started it, and then Bryce is upset and trade rumors and things like that. So the one thing that I'll say with Bryce, he just don't say anything.
Yeah.
Don't come out. Matt Gelb says, I want to talk. Just say, you know what?
I'll do my talking on the field next season.
Right.
Looking forward to it.
After you calm down, maybe do an interview with Matt Gelb or whatever. I wish he wouldn't have come out and said anything, but he did. He came out and he actually, he said he was hurt. Whiny by Bryce Harper?
A little. I think he should be, like we just said. Look, I'll do my talking next year. I'm looking forward to coming back and having a great year and, taking this team deep into the playoffs where we belong. Something like that.
Is this the first misstep Bryce Harper has made? Because if he would have came out and said, if I do better in the playoffs, we're not having this conversation right now, and I got to do my part and elite conversation, and then Phillies fans are, because you know what a lot of Phillies fans are saying right now? Yo, man, you're not producing.
No, not producing in October.
And that's just a fact, Jack.
It is. Now, who really started the trade conversation?
Joel Sherman.
That's right. Okay. But that was just sort of like speculation. It really wasn't. I don't think it was really based on anything.
I don't think it's speculation. I think it was these insiders know what's going on behind the scenes. It's like I was talking about earlier. There's a lot of people that cover the Eagles that aren't discussing Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown and if their relationship, like what their relationship is. They'll all kind of talk about it, but no one's actually coming out and saying, A.J.'s not happy here. You know,
Right.
like A.J. and Jalen, like their relationship isn't great right now. Nobody really wants to say it, and I think with a guy like Joel Sherman, what he's hearing behind the scenes is that obviously there's something going on. I don't know if it's between Boris or Dombrowski or whatever.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, Boris wants another contract.
Of course.
The Phillies are not interested in doing that at this point, nor should they be.
Nope.
Okay? So how does Boris get another contract? He gets a writer to start saying there's trade rumors because then we get him to waive his no trade. He gets moved, and I get another deal.
So
that's the way it happens.
So, right. Joel Sherman said that I wouldn't be 100% shocked if he was traded, which is really...
That's weak.
What is he really saying?
Exactly.
He's saying I wouldn't be 100% shocked.
Right.
And that's probably because he realizes behind the scene that they've been angling for a new contract, and Dombrowski's probably fed up with having to deal with Boris. Scott Boris represents Ranger Suarez, Alec Boehm. Who else did we say on the Phillies? Which are two players that he's been having to deal with regarding contract negotiations. So I'm sure I would be sick of talking to Scott Boris.
I would dread just the thought of it.
Hate him.
Yeah.
They give a guy a 13-year contract and he wants a contract extension. So
ridiculous.
So he says that, but that gets the ball rolling. So Dombrowski has his stupid elite comments, and then Joel Sherman says that. And then from there, then it's social media, and then Bryce all of a sudden says there's trade room.
Right.
Dave Dombrowski never talked about trading him.
Nope.
There was never any conversation about any actual trades. And then Bryce took it to where they're talking about really what I think what Bryce was saying was like, why are you coming out and bringing up my name? Why are you saying that I'm not an elite player anymore? I've done everything that you've asked me. I've changed positions. I played hurt. All these things, and you're coming out and you're saying I'm not an elite player. What's the point?
Well, maybe he'll never be an elite player again. I think was the way he worded it, right? Something
that's up to Bryce. He said only Bryce knows that.
Yeah, and
he's not wrong.
He's not wrong,
right? But do you say it?
No, I don't say it.
No, you don't say that about your.
No, I don't say that to the media.
Nope.
I say it to him.
Yep. You say that to about any player on your team?
To the media?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
That's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. If you want to motivate a player that needs the kick in the ass, you want to do a Bill Parcells type motivation, okay.
Right.
That's not Bryce Harper.
Yeah, I don't do it in a company like meeting. Like remember when we have the meetings in the big conference room?
Yeah.
And if the boss called you out in front of all your colleagues, that was there's fighting words, right?
Yeah.
But if he does it in his office, you
different.
understand that.
Yeah, Dave Dombrowski did it in front of the world.
Yeah.
He created the headline.
He did.
Ray.
Yeah, I know. We've cried a lot for Matt Strom, Nick Castellanos, and all the other guys that he called out in that press conference.
He did call out Strom.
Hey.
Well, Castellanos is good as gone.
Yeah,
and he made his own bed, so I don't care about that.
Yeah. But, I mean, he was very honest throughout the entire hour about a lot of things with that team.
It's his job not to be honest.
What his job following that press conference was once he saw the reaction that all of us had to it, talking to Bryce Harper. That's, to me, where he failed.
Which he didn't.
You have to stand behind what you said to Bryce Harper directly. Bryce Harper shouldn't have to go to Matt Gelb to get your attention.
That's a fair point.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Bryce had said that he hadn't spoken to Middleton or Dombrowski yet. All right, coming up, news at noon. This is going to be a good one. D'Amico Ryans, Lane Kiffin, and Colin Cowherd on backward hats.
Cowherd?
Yep. Him and Missinelli, the number 1 and number 2 seeds on backward hat, anti. That's coming up. News at noon with Ray Dunn. Coming up next, Middays the Marks.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Sixers get to 3-0. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. 76ers won 136-124 over the Magic last night. Tyrese Maxey scored 43 points. Kelly Oubre had a double-double, potentially his best game as a 76er. VJ Edgecombe had 26 points in the win. Post-game, Maxey talked about how much he trusts the rookie.
I mean, for how he's playing, he's playing extremely aggressive. Only had 2 turnovers tonight. Has the ball in his hands a lot. We all trust him. He got to keep playing that way. But, yeah, his defense has been great. His patience has been great, and he scored the ball at a high level.
Chance to go at it again tonight in D.C. against the Wizards at 7 o'clock. You can list that game right here on the Fanatic. Eagles 6-2 at the bye. We're a week from the trade deadline. And Jeff McClain joined Kincade Salciunas earlier today talking about the A.J. Brown trade rumors.
Oh, no, I think what it says is that offseason is possible. Right now, because the cap, the dead money is just astronomical. They would have to get, and I'll use the term because I heard the same term, they'd have to get a blockbuster amount in return.
You can listen to the full conversation with McClain on the morning show on our website. The Flyers host the Penguins tonight at 6 o'clock. That game's on our sister station, WMMR. This update's brought to you by AutoZone. Get in the zone. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help you troubleshoot the likely cause your pesky check engine light for free. Get you back on the road. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
12:51. The Beasley Media Group station broadcasting live from the Comcast Business Studio. Powering possibilities. The 12 o'clock hour, Harry Mays. Brought to you by Service First HVAC. Do you need a new cooling system or a heating system, Harry?
No, mine's good, but I'm sure they do great work.
Damn right. 0% financing, 48 months. Rebates and tax credits up to $4,300 when purchasing a heating and cooling system. Learn more, servicefirsthvac.com. That's when I hear 0%, that's what I need. Financing.
The financing?
I just charge it.
Yeah.
I'm going to need a new HVAC soon. Mine's kind of kicking the last couple years. Got a couple more years out of it. There we go. All right. Without further ado, it's the news at noon.
This city needs its news.
Now, it's time for...
I'd like to be remembered as a good newsman.
The News at Noon.
That's the coolest story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane.
With Ray Dunn.
All right, we're going to start down in Houston. Old friend D'Amico Ryans getting some negative press. Teams under 500. Not exactly coming off a banner season.
They just beat the Niners.
He's upset. That's, you know what? Exactly what you just said there, Harry, is why he's upset. They just beat the Niners. We should be talking positively about this team. He went on like a 40-second thing about just like how you block out noise, block out negativity, all the negative conversation. The reporters took exception to him saying that they only write negative things. This is a back and forth between D'Amico Ryans and the Houston press.
You don't think you've gotten any positive stuff?
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like the first 2 years.
You don't think you've gotten any praise at all?
Guys, what's your question?
I'm just saying, everybody says negative.
I said that's what people thrive on is the negative stuff. Yeah.
You don't think you've gotten any positive?
I said people thrive on the negative. You guys are good. You guys must be the ones with the negative stuff. We're playing football. You talk about outside noise. I'll say it again. It doesn't matter.
Well, but for your first couple years and a half, like you've gotten nothing but positive coverage for the majority of the time. So when you say everybody wants to focus on the negative and not write about the positive, I don't know if how is that accurate when you've been here for a couple of years, you've got a lot of positive coverage.
You guys good?
And he's out.
He said, what's the question? He did actually ask you a question, D'Amico. He said that, how have we not given you positive press? I don't know,
Right. Well, but he said you thrive on the negative stuff. It's not that you're not giving me positive, but you thrive on the negative.
So a couple things. I have no idea the dynamic that's going on down in Houston.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I can't
they're
imagine.
4 games behind the Colts right now.
Well, they've been a disappointment.
Which nobody saw coming.
But it's not, Houston isn't necessarily, you're not dealing with New York, Chicago, Philly, Boston.
No.
It's not that kind of a media. It's not that type of a sports culture. Did one person write something and then that caught the eye and it really irked?
Probably.
Right?
Yeah.
And then he lumps everybody into.
It's more of a college football area.
Yeah.
You know?
No, you're right.
Yeah.
But, people do thrive on the negative. It's what sells. And you know this. We've done this for a long time. When the Eagles win a game, there's not as much to talk about. When they lose a game, people are angry and the storylines are there.
Then they want to interact.
Exactly. They beat the Giants, and they do it convincingly, and everything looks good. Everybody's like, okay, all right, we're going to enjoy our bye week. If they would have lost that game, people are hanging from the rafters ready to fire everybody.
Yeah, exactly. No doubt about it.
So I'm glad that we're not firing anybody this week, but still. All right, Ray.
D'Amico Ryan's just learning what it's like to have expectations down there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, D'Amico, come be the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. Nick Sirianni won the Super Bowl, and he's getting crushed.
Yeah. Year one, you were surprised everyone. It was fun. It doesn't get fun like that again. You're not a surprise anymore. You've got expectations. All right, moving on to a guy that's always had expectations. Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss beat Oklahoma. I enjoy watching that game.
That was a huge win on the road.
It was.
I had Oklahoma.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, Uncle Jamie had Oklahoma.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Did he not have a good weekend this weekend?
He had LSU, and I told him not to because he's an LSU fan.
So Brett Venables out there, Oklahoma coach, after the game, said that he thought he still had the better team despite the loss. Lane Kiffin was offered the opportunity to respond to that in his presser.
It's an interesting take. That's a hot take. We had a better team. I wouldn't have thought that people watching would say that. I felt that we won at their place in weather that as a defensive head coach you would normally, wish for, and won by 8 points. and I think we left a lot out there. I think we should have won by a couple scores. So I don't know how he evaluated that game, that they were the better team. I mean, we had way more yards, 21 first downs to 14, and we played, 87 plays of offense, and they had 1 sack and didn't force any turnovers. That's a interesting take, but whatever he needs to say.
And also following up to road trips
Maybe
to Georgia.
maybe they had the better team last year too when we beat them. Sorry.
Yes, sir. Following up on the road against Georgia.
Maybe we had the better team in Oklahoma when we beat them 55-19 in the national championship. Maybe we had the better team at Clemson when we beat them 45-40 in the national championship at Alabama.
Oh,
gotta love it.
Kiffin doesn't back off.
Nope.
No.
And I love those reporters that are trying to get some boring quote. Like,
Right.
after you played Georgia, right back into it. He's not done.
Just let him go. He's rolling.
Ole Miss has that one loss to Georgia, which was a hell of a game. They're a good team.
They are good.
Look at the rest of their schedule.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to roll into the playoff.
And that quarterback,
Chambliss,
came from Ferris State, which is like a Division II school, I think.
Yep.
You know who was trying to get him, right?
Temple?
I'll send you the story.
Oh, geez.
Temple was trying to get him?
Well, he made the right move.
Things are working out for Winnidad. We're calling him down there.
I
said
said
Trinidad.
Well, but the Temple quarterback's good. This Chambliss guy's good, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's happy.
Everybody ended up in the right spot.
That's right.
All right.
All right, last one for you here. Hell is officially frozen over. Colin Cowherd said that a backwards hat is okay. Listen to him explain himself, because he sounds a little thirsty for Madison beer this entire thing. Honestly, that's just the way this comes across to me.
Okay, I'm making an exception with quarterbacks wearing their hat on backwards. Justin was at a Laker game with singer and model Madison Beer. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm a true romantic. I'm sorry. Everything in life has exemptions. It was his off day. I mean, he didn't have practice. I mean, look at him. He's like a hero. I mean, everybody in life has to make one exception. Oh, okay, I made a big exception. And, oh, my bad, I'm a true romantic. I see, a lot more than just Valentine's Day cards going forward. So.
All right, well.
Was that Justin Herbert at the Laker game with a model or something?
Yeah, with his girlfriend, Madison Beer, who happens to be quite attractive. But honestly, Colin Cowherd just kind of seems like he's giving an exception because he thinks that Madison Beer is beautiful. That seems to be his exception here.
Yeah, I mean, either you're backward hat anti or you're not. I wear the backwards hat whenever I wear it on the show. I know people are going to give me crap about it. I don't care.
All right. What if Nick Sirianni wore his hat backwards on the sideline?
Cowherd would kill it.
He'd get crushed.
Yeah, he'd get crushed. Sure, absolutely,
as he should.
Okay,
a head coach.
Yeah, no, agreed.
Yeah, like Dan Quinn does it. I think it's like a position coach kind of thing.
But he also does it. He wears kind of like an old man hat. It's not the. Do you have a snapback on? What's your hat?
This is
right
a
there?
snapback.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you wear this, like a snapback is back in style, but he wears the one with you know what I'm talking about, Ray? He wears like the strap hat.
Yeah.
Which looks awkward if you wear it backwards.
Yes.
The hats
looks
worse. Those hats in general, it does look weird.
Yeah.
Those hats in general are awkward.
Yeah, I'm not a backwards hat guy. I just don't
I'm not
look good
either.
with it. I had to do it yesterday because the hair was all over the place.
Oh, is that why you?
Well, and I keep hitting my head on this damn mic.
So
the way this is set up, it's like you can't wear a hat in here.
Because of the camera, I guess you're doing all right with it, but because of the camera, to wear the hat forward
blocks your face.
It kind of blocks your face. But I've always been, depending on the hat, I could do both. But I've always been, since I was in high school, I was a backward hat guy. Probably nobody's surprised at hearing that.
And a flat brim at that.
Well, now I wear flat brims. Then you didn't really have flat brims back then.
No.
But now you do. Yeah, so I have I have certain clothes that I wear with the backwards hat. I actually was going to wear it today, but then I was like, I'd have to wear the backwards hat, and I'm not in the mood to hear people's crap.
So the hat for you is like an accessory to your clothing.
Correct.
See, for me, it's not. It's a hat because I didn't want to wash my hair.
It's like
that
shoes.
kind of thing.
I have shoes that match
You
clothes.
accessorize
I have a ton of watches that I don't wear because I have an Apple Watch now, but I used to have a ton of G-Shock watches that I had every color, so they would match whatever clothes I would have.
Right.
So the shoes and the watch match.
Okay.
Right.
Interesting.
You got to match the accessories, right? I know you don't subscribe to that.
No, I don't care.
I'm scared to see you with a shaved face. Just saying.
Yeah, it's going to be a new.
It's going to be
experience for everyone.
startling. It's going to be startling.
He looks like a different person.
It's like when Martinez would shave his
yeah,
face.
he doesn't need the shave. Martinez on the show tomorrow, by the way.
Oh,
No,
is
Martinez.
that right?
Yes.
Oh, good.
And Martinez needs to everything
Yeah.
Martinez is doing. Keep it that way.
Yeah,
No shave face.
he needs the mountain man look. Like it fits.
The good news is the hair will be back within like a week. The beard will be back within a week.
Yeah, you're a hairy individual.
Yeah, I am.
All right, coming up, Peter Schrager asked on Monday Night Countdown about the Eagles' identity offensively. Have they found one, and do they need one? That's coming up next. Today's Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Sixers guard Tyrese.
I find maybe the identity question to be the most frustrating if you're an Eagles fan. What's their identity? That's what we always talk about. What's their identity? Well, last week they threw for 330 yards against the best pass defense in the league. This week they run for 270 yards. what's the Tupac song? How do you want it? Mm-hmm. How do you want it? That's what it is. We're going to give it to you in a bunch of different ways. It doesn't have to be we're a run team or a pass team. They do it both really well. And to Nick Sirianni's credit,
But they weren't.
That's fair, but they are now.
Totally.
And like
100%.
to Nick Sirianni's point, like 60 wins. The guy's got the third most in Eagles history with Dick Vermeil right now. They find a way each week.
Peter Schrager, I forget he's on ESPN now. I heard Orlovsky breaking in.
Yeah, he used to be on Good Morning Football on the NFL Network.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of Schrager?
I like him.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
Orlovsky's fine for the most part. Schrager's fine. Whatever. I don't really watch a whole lot of that stuff. I did watch SportsCenter this morning because I wanted to see all the highlights from the game last night because I went to sleep. The World Series
baseball game.
Yeah, the World Series game.
Yeah. I don't watch the pregame shows on Sunday, though.
Nope. We talked about that yesterday. Because Terry Bradshaw had some weird thing about Andy Reid.
He does every week. He says something weird, doesn't he?
He texted some guy, and he said it was a pig dealer that he texted, not Andy Reid.
Oh.
What the hell that
Something you obviously get confused a lot. Your pig dealer and Andy Reid.
Right.
Right. So does he have Andy Reid as a pig in his phone? Like, what exactly happened? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, every week, Terry Bradshaw. I'm telling you, he sounds more like Lee Corso than someone that knows what's going on.
I just think Howie Long is just like, no, I'm not doing it. He's
not doing it.
He's lazy. He's getting paid. He hardly says a word on that show.
No, those guys, the amount of money they make for what they do.
It's insane.
Honestly, what else does Jay Glazer do other than that show? And I like Jay Glazer.
I don't know.
Not doing anything.
I don't know of anything. He teaches guys,
UFC. I know
UFC
it's all very annoying.
Yeah.
No, but he's on that show. That's all he does. Is that?
Yes.
Because he doesn't. He doesn't really do anything else.
Not that I know.
He's
of.
not writing for the Fox website or anything like that.
No.
But he's on that show. He obviously makes a lot of money for doing it. I mean, and like Kirk Menefee's fine, but what else is Kirk Menefee doing?
Right.
There's not a long line of people waiting to hire him to do it.
He's like the traffic cop for that show.
Right.
Jimmy Johnson made an incredible amount of money.
Yep.
And they just they fly you out there on a private plane, for a day.
And then you go
home.
He goes home to Miami.
It's unreal.
I got a Jimmy Johnson story. The Hagian set me up for this.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's like, let's get him. And Mike Miss is out there listening right now. It's like, how about you getting Jimmy Johnson on?
Let's get Jimmy Johnson on.
Do you remember that book?
Great.
Do you remember that book that it had every contact from anybody in American sports? It was he had this book and it said landline, cell numbers.
Cell phone, yeah.
So I called this landline of Jimmy Johnson because he never picks up the cell phone. So somehow he's like, he gets me to call him. I'm like, okay, sure. I call him. And
wait, the program director convinced you to call him?
Correct.
Because normally he liked it. He did,
that. But now I know why he didn't want to call him. So Jimmy Johnson answers this landline, 305 area code, Miami. Jimmy Johnson answers. How'd you get my number? I'm like how about them Cowboys? How'd you get my number?
I go Matt Nahagian.
And and this was early. I was producer for Mike, so this was earlier in my radio career. So when you're calling Jimmy Johnson and you're making a phone call to try to book somebody, now I don't even, Ray, do you ever call anybody to try to book it, or are you just sending text messages?
Text, email.
Yeah.
I don't want to pick up the phone.
But I used to call.
But that's like Matt Nahagian, our old program director, used to always call. Because if you text and they don't want to do it, they're just going to respond back.
Right.
But if you call, you might get them on the spot. And a lot of times he would have you call on the line that you can put them right on the air.
Right.
And he'd be like, I need 5 minutes. 2 questions. Just give me 2 questions. And they'll be like, okay.
All right.
And then Mike Miss would keep them on for 12 minutes
Sure.
and whatever. But so I call him and, how'd you get my number? And I'm like, I have a lot of numbers. And I don't ever call this number. And he's like, and then he caught, he wasn't rude. And then
He didn't
said,
hang up on you.
No, he goes, I'm sorry. Please don't call me. Book it through Fox. And I said, okay, sorry, coach. And then he hung up. But yeah, he was not happy that I called his landline at his mansion in Miami.
Well, the old ball, I'm sure he told you this story, the Siragusa story.
Sure, I know it.
We had Tony Siragusa.
The late Tony
Siragusa. He had his cell phone and called him when he was with one of the national networks, Sporting News Radio, I think.
Okay.
Called him on his cell phone. Siragusa answered and said that he's going to hunt him down and cut his you-know-what off if he ever calls this number again.
Really?
Yes.
I vaguely remember that. That's very nice of him.
Yeah. I'm going to hunt you down.
Is that why I never heard Saragusa on our airwaves?
That's exactly why.
Because we would get Ditka, but Ditka also would answer the phone yelling as well.
Yeah.
Like, what time? All right. And he would come on. He would always come on.
I think more people have changed their phone numbers over the course of time because of our old boss than anybody else.
Sure. You know the story.
He's relentless.
You know the story on the other station where it was Chris Carlin's first day before I went over there, and Dr. J he moved down to Orlando after he was done playing with the Sixers. So he was a part of the ownership group down there.
I think so. Yeah.
And so because he went down with Pat Williams. And so he had a 407 area code. That's an Orlando area code, right? So he had this cell phone number. So my old producer, Ben Livingston, texted the Dr. J number and said, hey, can you come on for an interview? And Dr. J responds back, yes. So they bring him on, and Chris gives him this big intro and says, Dr. J, how you doing? Hey, how y'all doing? Nice to be with you. It's some redneck hick white guy.
No way, he had the wrong number?
So Dr. J got rid of the number. So I had the same number, too.
Okay.
And then it was like, this isn't Dr. J, and they got rid of him.
Well, I would have interviewed him.
Yeah.
It might have been better radio.
So on Ben's last day, when he left the show, we got the guy on the air. He texted the same number and said, hey, can you come on the air and talk about, because, I mean, like, Ray, if same thing would have happened to you, because then you have to actually call and get him on the line and say, hang on.
Yeah.
You got to know that that's not Dr. J. Julius Irving on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually talk to them enough to try and ID the voice.
Sure.
And like if it's someone I haven't talked to before, like we're having some random reporter on from like middle of, ESPN, but like Minnesota or something, I'll go find like a podcast to try and get the sound of their voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I don't want to put someone on the air. Like, what if our ESPN reporter is actually just like someone, like the book had the wrong number or someone had the wrong number for him.
And he's playing along.
Right. And they're like, yeah, actually, I think they're going to go with the third-string quarterback this week, and Kevin O'Connell said that Sirianni should go bleep himself. Like,
Right.
I don't want to have that moment on the air.
Right. And then we'd have to report that, and, we'd look like fools.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
That's some great due diligence out of Ray.
Yeah, I don't believe him. I don't think he's doing it.
You don't think I do that?
No, I don't think you should. It's unnecessary.
All right.
What ESPN reporter's gonna fake you out? It's not gonna be him.
It's
They're
not the
gonna come on the
ESPN
air.
report that's going to fake you out. There's a bunch of people out there that would love to prank us for 15 seconds. I'm sure.
I mean, listen. Thank you for doing that. I'm never doing that.
All right. Well, in that case, forget it.
I bet
All
half the
fail-safes.
YouTube chat would love to prank us.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's the other one. Local reporters, I get the number for the first time. I'm always like, man, the idea, like someone in Philly, like if I wasn't doing this and someone reached out to me accidentally with the wrong number and were like, hey, would you mind doing this radio hit? I would play along.
Oh,
for sure.
So would I.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, I was in the Phillies clubhouse. I was talking to Bryce Harper, and he told me Dave Dombrowski is probably the last person he wants to have a conversation with right now, and that if they don't resolve this soon, he wants a trade.
All right,
And
listen.
I would let that be.
Yeah.
See how that would catch on.
I appreciate your professionalism.
It's a good bit.
I really do. When we had the celebrity contest, a former employee that will remain nameless, remember what he did? He didn't put somebody on the air because he didn't believe it was him. Or no, he put Larry David on the air with Mike, and it wasn't Larry David.
Was that during that contest?
It was during the celebrity contest, yeah. Where you see the guy goes, hello? And then Mike's like, this isn't Larry David.
Because Mike would have loved to have talked to Larry David.
He set it up. He was so excited.
Yeah.
And they put him on the air, and Mike goes, this isn't Larry David. And the guy tried to convince him. Mike's listening, by the way, and he said I'm the number one seed for the anti backward hat guy.
Mike is not Cowherd.
No, but he didn't hear me. I said it before that. I said that. Yeah. I had said that Mike always used to give me crap because I've been wearing my hat backwards for years. I don't care if it's just a generational thing. You don't grow out of it. At least I don't.
You would be wrong, but that's okay.
Coming up, Dan Orlovsky. You heard him and Schrager's comments on the Eagles' identity. Well, he took issue with the tush push yesterday. Oh, now we can talk about the tush push.
Here we go.
Oh my God, it's so bad for the NFL. Oh, what will we ever do? So hard to officiate. Orlovsky now is going down this road. We have that for you coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
This Fanatic Fanatic Sports Update. The 76ers won 136-124 over the Magic last night. Tyrese Maxey with 43 points in the win. Kelly Oubre potentially his best game as a Sixer, a double-double last night. VJ Edgecombe continued the hot start to his career with 26 points in the win. Post-game, here is Tyrese Maxey talking about VJ Edgecombe.
I mean, for how he's playing, he's playing extremely aggressive. Only had 2 turnovers tonight. Has the ball in his hands a lot. We all trust him. He got to keep playing that way. But yeah, his defense has been great. His patience has been great, and he scored the ball at a high level.
Chance to go at it again tonight in D.C. against the Wizards at 7 o'clock. You can listen to the game right here on the Fanatic. Eagles 6-2 at the bye. We're a week from the NFL trade deadline. Jeff McClain joined Kincade Salciunas this morning and addressed the trade conversation surrounding A.J. Brown.
Oh, no, I think what it says is that offseason is possible. Right now, because the cap, the dead money is just astronomical. They would have to get, and I'll use the term because I heard the same term, they'd have to get a blockbuster amount in return.
You can listen to that full conversation on our website, 975thefanatic.com. Flyers host the Penguins tonight at 6 o'clock. That game's on our sister station, WMMR. This update's brought to you by AutoZone. Get in the zone. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help troubleshoot the likely cause your pesky check engine light for free and get you back on the road. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone. I'm Ray Zone in your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic.
watching this, I'm out on it. I can respect it and appreciate for everything that it's, been accomplished and whatnot, but we can't have this play in football where it's a clear and obvious fumble to every human being that has ever watched a game, but for some reason and a whistle and whatnot, it's just a play right now that I think is impossible for officials to defend fairly, I guess, or equally. So this play for me is got to be one that we move away from.
All right, that's Dan Orlovsky. He is now he's a part of the canned response. It goes from different canned responses each week. Oh, it's too difficult to officiate.
Right. First, it was player safety. And nobody's getting injured.
Aesthetically, look bad.
Right.
It's bad for the NFL because the aesthetics is bad.
Which I kind of agree with.
I agree with it, too.
Yeah, I agree with that. But, and first of all, I don't believe him at all that this is the first take that he's had on the tush push. You don't work on that station and do all those shows when they're talking about the Eagles and the tush push and not have a take.
Well, I think it's the first negative take.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that he's had. That was on Pat McAfee yesterday. Because Harry, yes, it is way too difficult to officiate. I mean, you couldn't have possibly seen Jalen Hurts reach out the ball and get it stripped away from him while he was still moving forward and his knees weren't down.
Yeah, it was a fumble.
It was clear it was a fumble. Yeah. Why is it so hard to officiate? It's not.
But that's not because of the tush push. Yeah. That would be just like any kind of quarterback sneak where the quarterback makes a mistake and extends his arm like he's at the goal line.
Like he's at the goal line. That's what he did. He's like, I just need to reach it over here to get a first down. Well, they can take the ball from you here,
right?
Jalen. Yeah, it doesn't. The idea that the tush push had nothing to do with the bad call. The bad call was the bad call.
And there were a lot of bad calls in that game.
The pass interference was bad.
Yeah, that officiating crew was horrible.
Awful. No, agreed. It was a big spot in the game. Yeah. It was a terrible call. And you know what else, Harry? It should have been able to be reviewed. I don't care if a whistle was blown or anything like that. If it's clear it was a fumble and it was clear that nobody reacted on the field because they thought a whistle was blown, that guy took it from Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. They blew a whistle during the kick or the field goal, for God's sake.
Yeah, it was bad. That was a bad game. But, Harry, the tush push is going to be banned in the offseason. I fully support that. I'm tired of hearing it. And
I don't know if I support it. I agree that it's probably going to go away.
I do. I can't take it.
They'll find a way to get rid of it.
Yeah, I just can't take it anymore. I'm fine with it. Feels really good that the rest of the NFL that we're in everybody's head, that it's just constant complaining every game. Oh, yeah, the NFL's in the pocket of the Eagles. Look at all these bad calls.
Right.
So actually, for the first time in my life, we have a team that everybody thinks the NFL's rigging for us.
Right.
That means you're the best team in the league.
I watched the Monday Night Football game last night. They're still rigging it for the Chiefs. Okay? Trust me.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
We're the NFC version of that.
Yeah.
Yep. So, okay, that's fine. It's gone. But what's she going to do when Jalen Hurts does a quarterback sneak on you? That's all. It's still going to be effective.
Of course, because he still squats 600 pounds.
And the offensive line's still big.
Right. Yeah.
And you know what else?
You just can't push him next year.
You can't push him. But you know what else they're going to do? And here's what they're going to do. They are going to now, because the other thing is that, it's so difficult to officiate. Look, the offensive linemen are leaving early. So you put a super slow motion camera on the offensive line. And, okay, somebody's leaving a half a second early in super slow motion. So if you did that to every short yardage play in the NFL or in college, you know what you're going to find on a super slow-mo replay?
Somebody's leaving early on every.
An offensive lineman's leaving early every time. That's nothing to do with the tush push. So when they do the quarterback sneak, then they're going to focus on that. Oh, look at the Eagles are leaving early every time. This happens on and every short yardage, every quarterback sneak. That's what you're getting. The offensive line are trying to get the jump.
Right.
On the defensive
just like they are in pass protection when the right tackle moves back before the ball snaps.
Well, that's in Lane Johnson sheets on every play. It's I know.
He's not the only one,
right? No, but that's what, like, seriously, put a slow mo on every offensive line on every play, and you're going to see that kind of stuff every play. So it's gone, Ray. I'm okay with it. I'm not going to fight for it anymore.
I'm fighting for it. I'm going down swinging.
You are?
Yeah. I'll be standing outside the offices. Can we do that?
Yeah, you can go up there and do it. Yep.
Yeah. All right. I'll stand outside the office.
No, you would have to go. They vote on it at one of the meetings, right? So you have to go to the meeting.
Yeah, the owners' meeting.
Owners' meeting. Even better. I'll go down.
Which usually in like a warm weather place.
Yeah.
Las Vegas,
Orlando. Miami, Tampa. Yeah.
I hope it's in Vegas.
Nah.
Scottsdale.
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 Yeah, that's where I'd go.
All right. Well,
Any of these places.
As it is, so that's 2 work trips we have booked so far.
Yeah, I'm going with you, Ray.
Awesome. Yep.
Yeah.
We need all the manpower we can get down there.
Owners meetings to picket against the tush push being banned, and then the Boca Raton Bowl when
Temple wins 6 wins.
Correct.
Gets 6 wins. Yeah.
I'm in. We're going.
ECU this weekend, man. It's gonna happen.
That's right. ECU.
ECU is ECU good?
Yeah.
No,
not compared to our Owls.
All right, there you go. What else did I have here for a second? Oh, just shout out to all the dads that I was at McGurk's. I talked about this last week. I was at McGurk's on Saturday night. We did it like a dad's night out.
Oh yeah, how'd that go? You have how many dads showed
20.
up?
We had closer to 25 than 40.
That's a pretty big party.
It was a lot.
Yeah. Did you get a room? Like
No.
have your own room? No.
We're at the bar.
Okay.
We came in at a good time. We got there after 8. And, you had waves of dads that kind of came and then left. Over
Right.
there. I was the last man standing.
You were?
I took an Uber home at 1.
Good
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah. I was ready to go because, you can see the look on guys. So, 2 guys were left. And, one's like, you want me to give you a ride home? And I'm like, bro, you don't have to drive. You live in the other direction. I'm going to take an Uber.
How was the tab settled up?
I bought $72 worth of drinks. I just bought a round, one big round. And then
Okay.
everybody else just bought as they went.
I guarantee you there was at least half of that room didn't buy a thing.
No?
Yeah.
That's just how it works.
That's what
with our-
always happens.
Yeah? Well, that's fine with me. Yeah, that was okay with. Yeah, so the shout out. I mean, and McGurk's is such a huge spot. The one in Royersford, such a big. The bars on.
They're nice.
Yeah,
yeah, they're nice spots.
Yeah. So I went home. I was fine going home. But if someone would have said, "Hey, why don't we go here?" I wouldn't have argued.
Right. What if Ray would have called you?
Oh,
Said, "Hey."
are you kidding me? Ray would have said, "I'm on." Where would you even have been at 1 o'clock in the morning?
On Saturday?
In Royersford. No, but if you were there's not many places to
I
go
probably would
late.
have been in Phoenixville.
Yeah,
If I'm at home, it probably
Bridge Street.
A good bistro on Bridge stop, Molly stop.
Is the VFW do anything up there on 113?
They have one in there.
They do. It's right down the street.
Yeah.
He's
Haven't
probably
been.
Well, the VFW was the after hour clubs for me when I was in my early 20s.
Cheap beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before I lived in the city. I know you're not going to any VFWs.
Listen, late beer, I'm in.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's open up there.
All right, well.
All right, 610-632-0975. Text line, phone line, Jeff Mosher at 12:55. But we circle back to Jeff McClain on the morning show, what he had to say about the reports about A.J. Brown and his possible availability. That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Unfiltered.
All right, we're back. It is Middays with Marks with Mays. Midday Mays, Midday Ray Dunn. Ray Dunn, there was someone sitting next to him at the Sixers game last night. He was recognized. Big star Ray Dunn.
Recognized after the fact.
Oh. He probably thought you were like, who? Sounds familiar.
Yeah, and actually the voice gave it away, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, the Bane Maxey back and forth. I was giving a little bit to Bane. You know, he can hear me from section 221, so obviously you need to.
So he's one of those fans that yells at the players.
That's awesome.
I was feeling it in that moment. You know, I was like, what's Bane doing here? Like, relax. It's Tyrese Maxey. You're going after Tyrese Maxey. Of all the people you're going after, like,
no, I
smile on your face.
Honestly, I was right there with you. Seriously.
Side.
They're out of line. You were at the game, probably had a couple pops.
Yeah, I had a few. I had a few.
Yeah.
I ran into our old buddy Bobby C before the game. I mean, if you're going to have a few, like.
Beers with Bob.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
I mean, you gotta do it. Gotta do it. All right. So Jeff Mosher's coming up here in about 10 minutes. What exactly have the Eagles done differently? Why are they rolling the last couple of weeks? Jeff looks at the film. He'll tell us coming up. This morning, Jeff McClain of The Inquirer spoke about A.J. Brown and these trade rumors that don't seem to go away. Here it is.
Oh, no, I think what it says is that off-season is possible.
Right.
Right now, because the cap, the dead money hit is just astronomical. Right. They would have to get I'll use the term because I heard the same term. They'd have to get a blockbuster amount in return. Right now, he's probably not 100% happy, right? I don't know if it has really much to do with the Eagles as it maybe does one person.
Stop it. Stop. I don't know if it has as much to do with the Eagles as it does one person nervous laugh.
Yeah. That's Jalen.
Okay.
It's got to be, right?
So no one wants to come out that covers the team. No one wants to come out and say the relationship between Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown
has deteriorated.
Is bad. Has anybody actually come out and say that? It's just like everybody dances around it by saying things like that.
Correct.
It's a dance around. No one actually wants to come in. I've been hearing this for years. Not that they hate each other or anything like that. That their relationship is not good. In fact, someone I was texting with somebody, not with the Eagles, but somebody that's in the know and is involved, is around the team. And one of the things that I heard was just like, they both kind of got to grow up regarding it. Right? Like AJ and like everybody else is kind of like along for the ride on this whole thing. And AJ's not like causing a major stink, I don't think. It's just like, I mean, Jeff McClain in the same thing. Like, I guess continue. Here's more Jeff McClain.
The gang of training camp. A question I asked him specifically, knowing AJ and just knowing how he felt about things coming into the year. You've won a Super Bowl. You've won all pros, Pro Bowls. What are you playing for at this point? And he's like, I want to be known as the best receiver. I want to, he didn't say Hall of Fame, but I know that's what he wants. I'm sure he's probably thinking at this type of offense and this type of quarterback are keeping him from accomplishing those types of goals.
And those are individual selfish goals. That's not about a team. He's not being a teammate right now, A.J. Brown, if that's the way he's thinking.
I think up until this point, it's one thing to get frustrated, not talk to the media, and then tweet something out. It's another thing to then put the Instagram post out. It's another thing then he was deleting positive tweets towards Jalen Hurts over the weekend.
Is that right?
Right. That was, I mean, I guess it's documented.
Screenshotted and shared.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
So, and that really kind of takes you inside. Jeff even said, I don't know if it was in that cut, but he talked about, during the interview, he talked about some of the mental health struggles that AJ's talked about over the years and everything else. And I wonder if it's just, it seems like it's gotten to a point where.
Is he just nuts?
I don't think it's.
Is he just half nuts?
T.O., with T.O. was good luck.
Yeah.
With T.O., you know what I mean? I don't think that's AJ at all.
Well, we never did.
No.
But maybe we need to re-examine that.
But so here's the thing now, and this is where I think the Eagles are going to end up in the offseason, because it's still unlikely that they trade him. That the Eagles and AJ and everybody need to have a conversation to be like, hey, listen.
Don't you think they've done that before?
Yes. Which is now.
Multiple times, probably.
But this is the conversation now. Are we trading you? Do you need to be traded? Because to me, it feels like he's going to say yes. If every week there's a different tweet, Instagram deleting tweets that was talking positively
really
about. I mean, it's petty and it's ridiculous.
Talk about petty. My goodness.
Unless he's got a minion that's doing it for him. Right? But, I mean, even so, it's just, I mean,
Well, you don't ask that question unless you're prepared for the answer. If you're the Eagles.
Well, I think at this point you have to be. And I mean, like I said, this is the anybody that's covering this team knows about the dynamic of the relationship. Not that they hate each other or anything like that. In fact, I think it's probably more one-sided towards AJ because Jeff talked about the comments where if AJ's saying, yes, of course, winning is important to me, but I also want to get 105 catches every year. I want to get 1,500 yards. I want to win. I want to win on my terms. I want to have my cake and eat it too. And right here, he's not having that because they're never going to be like this quarterback's not going to throw the ball more than 30 times a game on average.
Anyway.
On average.
Right, and you got another really good wide receiver on the other side.
Yep.
Who catches 6, 7, 8, 9 balls a game.
Joe in South Jersey has a good comp on this. Joe, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, how you guys doing?
What's up, Joe?
Good. So when I'm listening to you guys talk, you know what this kind of gives me the feel of? It gives me the feel of that Draymond, Durant inter-squad beef they had back in the day after they were winning the championships. One of those, like, AJ, Jalen going at it, Jalen telling AJ, we can kind of win without you. You got to fit into the culture. Nobody's bigger than the team type inter-squad. I may be off on that, but that's the vibes I'm getting when I hear them and I hear these talks and this going while they're winning. While they're a good team, while they're championship contenders.
Draymond had beefs with everybody.
They can just get together, they can do it.
Yeah, I mean, think about Draymond and Durant.
Yeah.
For all those years playing together with their personalities, it's interesting. Good call, Joe. It's interesting.
Yeah, and then there was that other guard that he got into. He threw a ball at his head. Draymond had beefs with everybody.
Who did he punch? He punched
Jordan
somebody.
Poole.
Yeah, Jordan Poole. He punched him.
Yeah.
Gets suspended for it. No, listen, for sure with Draymond Green. I just don't. To me, this feels very AJ Brown one-sided, where he thinks this is affecting his legacy.
Yeah.
And he's being underutilized in the offense, not being utilized like he wants.
And he's already won the Super Bowl.
And he's already won.
Past that.
And he's handling himself like a pro. I mean, he's put up some pretty big numbers here in Philadelphia. It's not like Harry, it'd be one thing if it was.
Yeah, but what he's doing on Instagram is not like a pro.
No, it's not. And it needs to stop.
Yeah.
But, he's not coming to Philadelphia to be the backup quarterback and winning a championship. He's still the star wide receiver that's just not getting 2,000 yards or near that because the quarterback and the offense.
Maybe there's a little jealousy, too, with the other wide receiver who never seems to have any issues with anybody, and all he does is catch everything, and he gets open, and he doesn't bitch and moan.
Well, I think Devontae just doesn't bitch and moan. I can tell you that they were probably not very happy with the offense when it wasn't the passing offense when it wasn't great. But that's not him. He's not going out there and whatever. He's MFing people under his breath.
Yeah,
he's not saying anything. He's not saying anything.
You could win with two of him.
No, you sure can.
Right.
I mean, but that's the other thing. You got to be able to draft and develop a wide receiver. They did it with Devontae.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really have.
They can do it.
Well,
they did it.
Listen, we'll ask Jeff Mosher about the whole thing. What did this offense look like without A.J. Brown? That's coming up next. Middays and Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Sixers stay unbeaten. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The 76ers won 136-124 over the Magic last night. Tyrese Maxey scored 43 points. Kelly Oubre, one of his best games as a 76er, had a double-double. And VJ Edgecombe kept his hot start going with a 26-point night. Here is Tyrese Maxey talking postgame on Edgecombe.
I mean, for how he's playing, he's playing extremely aggressive. Only had 2 turnovers tonight. Has the ball in his hands a lot. We all trust him. He got to keep playing that way. But, yeah, his defense has been great. His patience has been great. And he scored the ball at a high level.
Sixers back in action tonight in D.C. against the Wizards at 7 o'clock. You can listen to the game right here on The Fanatic. Eagles 6-2 at the bye. We're a week from the NFL trade deadline. Earlier today, Jeff McClain went on Kincade and Salciunas to talk about the A.J. Brown trade rumors.
Oh, no, I think what it says is that offseason is possible. Right now, because the dead money is just astronomical, they would have to get, and I'll use the term because I heard the same term, they'd have to get a blockbuster amount in return.
You can hear that full conversation on our website, 975thefanatic.com. Flyers host the Penguins tonight at 6 o'clock. It's on our sister station, WMMR. This update's brought to you by AutoZone. Get in the zone. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help troubleshoot the likely cause of your pesky check engine light for free and get you back on the road. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone. I'm Ray Zone on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic. 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 97.5 The
All right, you are listening to 97.5 The Fanatic, WPEN, and WPEN HD1 Burlington, Philadelphia, Beasley Media Group Station, broadcasting live from the Comcast Business Studios, powering possibility. By the way, Harry, joining us on the Comcast Business Hotline, joins us every Tuesday at this time. He has successfully broken down the tape. He has emerged from the bunker, and Jeff Mosher of Inside the Birds and the Phillies voice joins us right now. What's up, Moshe? Hello.
Where is he?
Jeff Mosher, hello.
Hey, guys.
There he is.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
What's
How
happening?
are you? I'm out of the bunker. I see the sun out. It's nice.
You could say it. All right, good. So you've examined the tape. So let me ask you this: AJ Brown's out.
Yeah.
What would this team? I don't think it's likely that he's getting traded right now. I think, in fact, it's unlikely he's being traded, obviously. But what would this offense look like without AJ Brown?
It would look pretty good if they had to play the Giants defense every week without two starters in their secondary. And probably not really good if they had to play a team in the playoffs like, I don't know, we'll just say Tampa Bay.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so, I mean, like Devontae we know is great, but Dotson had a nice catch. I'd say it was more of kind of a lucky catch than anything else, but they're really thin if anything happened with an injury, as we've seen in previous years, to one of their top two guys.
Yeah, it's not as thin as the Eagles have been at wide receiver in a while. I mean, you saw good thing is really early in the game, you saw Darius Cooper. He was the people may have forgotten about him now. He was that rookie sensation, free agent rookie sensation from Tarleton State, and he was on IR and he came back. And they use him a lot on first down. They were using him in push earlier in the year before he got hurt because he's a big guy. He's really the only true X receiver or backup X receiver that they would have on the roster outside of A.J. Brown. And so the only true backup in that regard. And then when they don't have A.J., they do a lot of things differently. They reduce their splits. They get the wide receivers lined up tight to scrimmage. They move Dotson and Smith around. They played Mechie a little bit there. But they really don't have a natural true X receiver without A.J. Brown. And that's a big part of what they do. It's a big part of their 1-by-3 passing formations, which is just vital to what they do. So that's another reason that it wouldn't look very good unless this Cooper kid wound up being, 3 times better than we all think. If they did have to trade AJ Brown.
Well, let's stay with the other wide receivers here, Jeff, for one more. Like, very few targets for anybody not named Devontae Smith and or Saquon Barkley in the passing game. Was it a function of those guys just weren't open? Jalen doesn't look at him, doesn't trust him. What did you see?
Well, it's not like the most sexy answer, Harry, but it's the what did Jalen Hurts throw the ball 20 times? I think
15 for 20. Yep.
Yeah, probably 20. Dropped back. Yeah, so he probably dropped back a few more than that, but he had a couple of scrambles, had a couple of sacks, and I think that Devontae Smith had 9 of the 20 targets.
Yep.
Yeah. So and then Barkley had 5. So it's again, is it that guys don't get open, or is that they're not seen? I mean, they just don't throw the ball a whole lot compared to some of the other quarterbacks. And then when you have a guy like Devontae Smith, who's clearly better than your other crew of Dotson and Cooper and Mechie and guys like that, yeah, he's going to get the majority of the targets. It's sort of like how Joe Flacco has thrown the ball to Jamar Chase, I think, 20 times in each of the first 2 starts. Now, T. Higgins is really good, but, I mean, he's Jamar Chase, so you're going to throw it to him. So I think it's more of that than anything that they don't throw the ball a lot, and when they do, you have a guy like Devontae Smith who's way better with A.J. Brown out than everybody else on the team. And remember, the Eagles, without A.J., this goes back to what you were asking about, John, right? They don't have a lot of guys who win one-on-one consistently. That's what these guys are, slot receivers or natural Z, meaning you move around receivers. You don't want them getting press coverage a lot because they don't beat it a lot. They're not maybe as physically gifted, of course, as A.J. Brown. So it's difficult for them to get open against certain coverages when they don't have those abilities and skills.
I would say the headline from the game was Saquon Barkley's back, right? The first touch of the game, long touchdown run. Really, and you look at what Tank Bigsby did as well. The Eagles' offensive line did a good job. There were a lot of wide running lanes for both running backs. What did you see? And
Fred Johnson.
The jumbo package. What did you see? What's working?
Yeah, so I'm glad you guys brought that up. I'm about to put up a story on Philly Voice in a minute that really examines it. But for the second time in 2 weeks, the Eagles went under center more than they ever had. Last week against Minnesota, John, we talked, and Harry, we talked about how that was like kind of a wrinkle in the offense. They were going under center more. And then sometimes when they went under center, they would put Fred Johnson on the field. Well, it's funny because it didn't really work against the Vikings from a run game standpoint. I think Saquon was 12 carries for 16 yards out of under center formation. So it didn't necessarily have the impact on the run game against the Vikings, but lo and behold, they did it again, even more so against the Giants, and it absolutely helped. I don't want to go cause and effect here. Going under center is not the reason that the run game broke out, okay? Because they averaged 8.5 yards per carry from shotgun too. It helps to play the Giants, and it helps that the offensive linemen, I thought, for the first time this year, looked like the offensive line from last year. I mean, guys were executing really good combo blocks. Even Brett Toth out there getting into the second level, decleating a linebacker, Jordan Mailata. You know, John, we've been talking ever since you got back by the week, and I say it seems like each week, from weeks 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that guys were missing blocks and just weren't there. We know about the injuries to Dickerson and, of course, Juergens. But in this game, it was like, whoa, a total difference. Guys were just looking like the offensive linemen from last year. So I think when you have that in conjunction with this new wrinkle of showing under center formations and then putting Fred Johnson on the field, that combination helped them get the run game going in a way that we haven't seen since last year.
I tell you, one of the sort of the unheralded aspects of that game, in my view, was the return game of Will Shipley. Put him in great spots on two of those returns, got him up near midfield.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, Harry, because I wrote about that too in my observations, and I was saying this to John, I think even 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, that one of the under-discussed storylines of why the Eagles' offense has just not looked right all year is that the field position had been terrible. I mean, they were botching punt returns. They were botching kickoff returns, like every week, too. It wasn't just once in a while. I mean, they were doing an awful job of, in a game now designed to give you great field position where it's easy to get the ball at the 30 or 35,
right.
They were doing the opposite. And it's not a coincidence to me that in the two returns you mentioned that Will Shipley had, which I think 32 and 41 yards, the Eagles capitalized by scoring touchdowns on those drives because you gave them, 3/4 of a field, if not less, to work with. And that, to me, was such an underrated or under-discussed part of why the offense wasn't looking good and why against the Giants, again, we have to add that little caveat there. It looked a lot better.
Which we'll add on this because I at least want to get one question on the defense in. It's going into the bye week, you want to feel good about the team, right? Offensively, I think fans are like, all right, we got Saquon going. Jalen looks much better. They're lining up under center. Petula looks great. But the defense, they were able to get to Jackson Dart. They had pressure on him all afternoon, and you're seeing guys. Ojimo, again, leads the team in sacks. Yeah. Also finally saw Jalix Hunt get on the board. But when you went back and you looked at it, how good of a game did the Eagles' defensive line have?
I'm sort of glad Vic Fangio already had his press conference because I watched the game and I thought, you know what? Like, it looked to me like Jackson Dart ran himself into some sacks more than the Eagles were getting tremendous pressure. Now, I did think Jalix Hunt played well. I did think at times Ojomo. There were times where Patrick Johnson had a nice pass rush, but it was not for having 5 sacks. It didn't strike me as one of these dominant, overwhelming pressure efforts where guys are whipping the guy in front of them all the time, one-on-one. That just wasn't the case. And I think you heard Vic Fangio today say in the press conference, he was asked about the 5 sacks, and he said, our rush could have been better. And I agree with it. It wasn't bad. It clearly didn't hurt them, but you get 5 sacks, only one of them came from an edge player. That was Jalix Hunt. The others came from, Jordan Davis got one again that was made possible by a blitz. Cooper DeJean blitzed off the edge, and Jackson Dart, he just kind of ran away from it and right into Jordan Davis. Jalix Hunt had one early in the game. He couldn't get it. He couldn't finish the deal, and Dart scrambled away from it. But you're not seeing the typical edge pressure that you see from an Eagles defense. You are seeing some good interior pressure, but a lot of what I'm seeing is sort of manufactured pressure by Vic doing what we call sim pressures, where he rushes a linebacker or a slot like Hooper and then drops
yeah.
at the end. Or now, yeah. So it's
last
really
week
just a
against
four-man
Wentz,
rush, but it breaks down
the pick six.
Yes, exactly. That hit was a sim pressure. It's still just a four-man rush, but it confuses a protection scheme, and sometimes you get a free rusher. I think Vic has had to manufacture the pressure more than he's just naturally getting it from his edge group, but that's also understandable. You've got no Ojolari. Darius Smith retired. Their BG wasn't able to come back yet. So they're really working a three-man edge rotation between Hunt, Uche, and Patrick Johnson. And by the way, Jahad Campbell did not play any snaps on the edge in nickel. He did in base. When Nakobe Dean comes on the field, he moves down when they're in a 5-2 front, but they only played 9 snaps of that. Jahad Campbell played his fewest snaps against the Giants by far of the season. I think it was just 40, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was down from he was playing not every snap, but damn well. Yeah, Nakobe Dean, I'm sure, bit into that. I guess he's not impressing him as an edge rusher just yet.
Well, and remember, an edge rusher in a 3-4 for Vic Fangio is so different. It's not just go get the quarterback. You're dropping sometimes. You're rushing other times when you're dropping. You remember we used to complain about Hassan Reddick, and he'd have to drop into coverage when Gannon was sort of playing a Fangio-style defense. And, there's so much to learn. So it's not Jahad Campbell's fault, and just because he played it at Alabama where it was probably go get the quarterback, it's different here, and Vic's clearly not comfortable using him as an edge defender in a four-man front.
Hey, Jeff, if I had to ask you, last one, by the way, for Jeff Mosher, if I had to ask you for a creativity grade for Kevin Patullo's offense on Sunday, what would you give him?
Creativity, I think it's not necessarily creative to go under center, right, and just run the ball with Saquon Barkley and get a 65-yard touchdown. But if there's one area where I think Patullo has done a good job the entire year, and including against the Giants, and has not kind of gotten credit on it because everybody wants to throw him under the bus each week, is the Eagles' red zone offense has been very Dallas Goedert-centric, as it should be. And it's been creative. I mean, it's been shovel passes. It's been, the screen, the Barkley. Well, that was a busted coverage, but still, they got Barkley out there. You've seen them use the tush-push, then come out of it, and then kind of give a shovel to Goddard. So that was an RPO touchdown to Goddard on the second one, the 17-yarder. I think he's been really good. And I went in the locker room and asked guys out about it after the game, and they said that one of Patullo's bigger impact this year is changing some of what they do in the red zone. They have the number one ranked red zone offense in the league. I believe they are 85% touchdown rate. Now, they don't get there as much as other teams. They're like 26 in trips to the red zone. But when they get there, they score at a pretty high rate, 8.5 times out of 10.
Jeff Mosher, Inside the Birds, Philly voice. Great insights today, man.
Yeah, good stuff,
We'll
man.
talk to you.
Always fun, fellas. Take care.
Yeah, good stuff on the sim pressure.
Yeah, I like sim pressure.
How about that?
Yeah,
I feel like a football guy now.
But that zone or play to Goddard for the 17-yarder for the touchdown,
it was good.
That was a good play.
Yeah,
that was slick.
All those red zone Goddard touchdowns have been good. They did this, like you said, the 2 shovel passes in that one game. We're late. Coming back. 610-632-0975. I have a new game cooked up for you guys.
Uh-oh.
That's coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Middays with Marks.
Philadelphia is a sports city.
This was Ray at like 1:45 last night. Now, you don't come on. You an after-hours guy, Ray?
No. Once the bar closes, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to someone's, like,
You're not. No, you're not an after-hours guy. I know you're not.
Well, you gotta take care. You gotta handle your business before the bar closes.
Right.
You know.
Well, and I mean, yeah, half the people at least at after hours are on drugs, and I know you're not a big drug guy.
Not a drug guy.
I think
we should
He's not a big drug guy. He's kind of a
once a month at this
dabbles.
point.
He dabbles
a little bit here and there.
Depends. Who's off?
Not during basketball season.
Ray is. You probably don't do shots. You're just drinking beer, correct? Occasionally, depending on the night.
No, I'll do shots.
Okay. Oh, all right. Go. See, and you just and then you kind of just stumble home and you wake up.
Right.
You're like, let's go.
I'm walking perfectly fine. Everything else is moving. I'm walking straight.
No, but I didn't say you were driving or anything like that.
Oh,
like
yeah,
I know
I'm in the
you're
neighborhood.
doing.
Yeah,
you're responsible.
He lives in the city. He doesn't need to drive.
Yeah, believe me. Those are the good days. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Like I took an Uber home from McGurk's on Saturday night. I don't have to worry about catching a ride with some. Let me take an Uber.
Did the Uber driver know who you were?
Did not.
No.
Nope. I'm not like Ray. If it would have been Ray, they would have known.
That's my favorite. I love doing reconnaissance when like they're listening to like sports talk, just being like, yeah, what are you listening to?
He was listening to news radio, and I did take notice on what they were listening to. But you would think that when I did national radio overnights at 11 p.m. on the West Coast is when you're on, and ton of Uber drivers.
Sure. And truck drivers.
DoorDash, truck drivers, people that live in the car. Sure. Like during this shift, we get a lot of people that are salespeople or they drive. Like my brother-in-law, Adam, he has a delivery business. So he's constantly in the car, or the truck, I should say. So he's out there driving around. So that's what you do. All right, so here's what we have to do here, okay? Do we have enough time to play this right now? We're going to try.
And it's a new game?
A new game.
Do you have any clue about this, Ray? Because I know nothing here.
I've included a bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's somebody on Reddit put out, and this is such a Reddit list, put out the worst Philly sports media personalities ever. Not just now.
This is in a Crossing Broad article?
So Crossing Kevin Kincade in always a search for content.
Yeah.
Someone tipped him off to this thing, and he wrote up an article.
He was in our chat today. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Crossing Broad was in the chat.
Yeah, I'm sure Kevin's a listener.
Yeah.
Kevin's a friend. Friend of the show.
He's a friend.
If you know, you know, Harry.
Right.
If you know, you know. So, but there's and this is where you run into a problem because I have my thoughts and cares about things, and then you have program director and other people. They don't like when you mention
oh, yeah.
God forbid you mention any other call letters.
Yeah.
And it's like,
the other place.
You can't do that. People don't know.
Right.
And they don't know the people over there. So if you mention then it's like this big thing. And I like my job. I'm not trying to get in trouble or anything like that. Right. So let's just say there are some people on the list that work at And if those names do come up, which you're allowed to, we have a profanity beep. So we don't say it. Because again, you don't want to say the name because then people will be like, oh my God, I'm going to listen to him immediately.
Right. Because that's what happened.
I'm not going to listen to your morning show. I'm going to go to the other place.
Right.
Because John Marks just mentioned his name.
Even when one of the other guys would ask a question in a press conference, you'd have to pot it down so his voice wouldn't play on the air.
Are you saying Matt Nahagian used to have them dump Howard Eskin's questions early on?
Yes.
And I said to him, you're being really petty. Stop. That's what he would do.
That's almost like AJ erasing positive comments about Jalen Hurts in a chat.
It's the same thing. Yeah, I don't need to. Like, if Howard wanted to ask a question, it's allowed to go over our frequency. I mean, whatever. But yeah. So, Ray, I don't want to offend anybody. I'm not trying to make waves. I know some other people, like, that some other hosts at the station had said that you shouldn't be talking about other names on the air. And I was okay. Well, listen, whatever. All right. So, give me some music there, Ray. You guys are going to go back and forth.
Okay. Can I mention names of those people?
When you do, just start it and then maybe signal to Ray, and then we can beep it.
Okay.
So, right? All right. So, Ray, you're going to start off. This is according to Reddit.
And this is all time, not just current.
It says ever, but this is a really weird list. I'll just say that.
We're guessing what Reddit said.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. I just want to preface it with that because you were making it seem as if we were going to give our own list.
Okay.
And I'm not giving my
Good
own
point.
list.
I want you guys to guess it at the top ones.
Oh, wow. Let's start. You mentioned Howard. We'll start with Howard.
Number one answer, 34 votes for Howard Eskin.
Wow.
No surprise?
No, not really.
And I would say that, I mean, that's kind of a compliment.
Yeah.
To be number one on the list, I would consider a compliment. All right, Harry, to you.
All right, number two.
And by the way, this isn't just radio. It could be radio, TV, print, digital, whatever.
How about Angelo?
And he's no longer on the air. Angelo Cataldi. Correct. Only 4 votes, though.
That's it?
That's what I said.
Have people forgotten about him?
Because he retired, people don't put him up there?
Really?
Who was the worst Philly sports media personality ever? So, yes, Angelo got 4 votes.
Wow.
All right, Ray, back to you.
All right, let's go. Embiid and the Sixers are hot right now, so I will go with Marcus Hayes.
Marcus Hayes is a great guess. Number 2 on the list.
Really?
14 votes.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, people hate Marcus Hayes.
Wow.
Marcus has always been very nice to me.
Yes.
Me
too.
He is the guy that when a story needs to be written and a perspective needs to be given, he's the only person that they're going to, man. And he does it. Number 2 on the list. Back to you, Harry. If you need the profanity people, let me know.
Yeah. Boy, this is tough now. Now I'm at a loss.
So we have some radio hosts. We have an old colleague from the old days here that also did TV.
Really? Viseka Heyman? Are you serious?
No, it's not. No, Tolly made the list.
Oh, my. Wait a second. Tolly made the list?
Well, I mean, he did. You know, I don't do the Tolly just must have been going through a tough time because he's a really good dude because he ripped off a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, whatever. Tolly made the list.
Tollefson. Wow.
Well, give me your answer. I mean, you would know someone on this list. May have worked with him.
Let's go Mike Missinelli.
Mike Missinelli does make the list with 2 votes.
Only 2?
Congratulations, Mike.
Wow.
All right. What does he got? What does it say? I can't see.
Somebody from the other spot that's on the air now.
Let me check. Does his last name start with a G? Yes, he is. Number 2 on the list, or 2 votes. Mike Missinelli made the list. Harry again. Somebody that you used to work with.
Anthony
Gargano not on the list. Not even 1 vote.
Jeez.
Going to you, Ray.
Ooh. Eesh. Who could really upset people? So bad because I'm really not good at the whole.
How about Tony Bruno with 2 votes on the list?
Wow.
Josh Ennis 2 votes.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Hunter Brody with 4 votes.
Really? What about Aton? My buddy.
Aton did not make the list.
Didn't make the list?
If he was currently on the air, he would make a list. Here's who got 1 vote each. Tyrone.
Okay.
Ricky Bo. Keith Pompey. Pat Egan makes
Pat Egan. What?
Worst of all time?
Who voted that? His wife?
I didn't go through the oh man. I got a vote.
You did?
Yeah. Only 1. I should have gotten more. John Kincade, Andrew Salciunas.
The Tunis guy? One?
Yeah, somebody from Joe.
Oh yeah. The Deke.
The Philly captain got it.
Who's that?
Well, I don't feel like it. He's like a Twitter personality that apparently he's arguing about the standing ovation. He said it was him. Clearly wasn't. Who else do we have here? Stephen A. Smith. That's a weird one.
Okay.
How about this? Where is it? Hold on a second. Sonny Hill. I mean, come on. Sonny Hill's 90 years old, man.
My goodness.
He's been in the living room for 50 years. Leave the poor guy alone. Who do we miss here? So we have same last name as Howard with 5 votes. And there you go. And an Eagles reporter for the other station. And you can hit it 3 times.
Oh, yeah. Initials.
And he's my buddy. All right, there you go. The worst Philadelphia sports media personalities ever. I want to know why Joe Pellegrino didn't make this list. Lou Tilley. You remember Lou?
Him. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Lou was he was before when Yuki Washington he did weekends sports. He was the sport weekend guy when Lou Tilley was the main guy, had that 80s mustache,
Yep.
looking good, handsome man. Hey, where's Pat Gallen? Pat Gallen should get multiple votes on this list. CBS 3.
I grew up with Al Meltzer being the sports guy.
Big Al
He
Meltzer's
was
the
great.
man. He's awesome.
Oh, he was great.
He did Big Five games
Yes,
later
he
in
did.
his career.
Yes, he did.
Al Meltzer should never get a vote
He
in
was
this.
great.
Ray Dunn, no votes.
No votes.
Shockingly.
Harry Mays, no votes.
No votes.
No shock there.
I'm out of the picture.
Well, everybody also loves you, too. I'm surprised. Bill Conlon got 4 votes.
Really?
Which,
Wow.
yeah, I mean, he should get more than 4 votes. Jesus. All right, so it's a weird list, though, right?
It is.
I don't know.
Very random.
Very random.
Yeah.
That's Reddit. Isn't it? Isn't Reddit random?
Not a big Redditsman.
No?
Nah.
Are you too young?
No.
Is that like a 30-some-year-old guy?
No, I think it's my age. I just never really became a big Reddit guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I
got enough social media.
I just think it comes up in your Google searches when I'm looking for stuff, and that's how I kind of end up in there. And you get some good information in.
You go down a rabbit hole on there real quick.
Oh yeah. Somebody that I used to go to high school with became some big podcaster, and I found out. I don't even know how I found out. Then I got in this rabbit hole, and it's very complex. He's a true crime podcaster.
Oh wow.
Yes, very, 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 very. I get like you would never even know it, but when you're in that one little category that everybody loves,
It's kind of a big deal. Like people love that stuff.
man, it's unbelievable. All right, coming up, and we're gonna do feedback. Final whatever, final segment of the show. But coming up, plenty of AJ interaction on the text line. We'll talk about that coming up next. It is Black Gritty's on the line. Middays with Marks, 97.5 Fanatic.
Sixers stay unbeaten. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The 76ers won 136-124 over the Magic last night. Tyrese Maxey scored 43 points. Kelly Oubre had a double-double, one of his best games as a 76er. And VJ Edgecombe kept up the hot start to his career with 26 points last night. Maxey, after the game, talked about Edgecombe.
I mean, for how he's playing, he's playing extremely aggressive. Only had 2 turnovers tonight. Has the ball in his hands a lot. We all trust him. He got to keep playing that way. But, yeah, his defense has been great. His patience has been great, and he scored the ball at a high level.
76ers back in action tonight in D.C. against the Wizards at 7 o'clock. You can catch that game right here on the Fanatic. Eagles 6-2 at the bye. We're a week away from the NFL trade deadline. There's been plenty of reports about A.J. Brown's availability at that deadline. Jeff McClain joined Kincade Salciunas earlier today. They asked him about it.
Oh, no, I think what it says is that offseason is possible. Right now, because the cap, the dead money is just astronomical. They would have to get, and I'll use the term because I heard the same term, they'd have to get a blockbuster amount in return.
You can listen to that full conversation with Jeff McClain on our website, 975thefanatic.com or the Fanatic app. Flyers host the Penguins tonight at 6. That game's on WMMR. This update's brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. Looking for an exceptional driving experience? Experience the power, precision, and intelligence from iconic Mercedes-Benz SUV at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer today. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5, the Fanatic.
we're back. This is a Harry Mays era song. Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins.
It's a Top Gun, right?
Yeah. What did you look like in 1980? Top Gun's 86, I think.
Yeah, it was mid-'80s. That was kind of my wheelhouse. That was kind of my, I wouldn't say it was
your prime?
My prime. I think my prime was in the 90s.
Yeah?
Yeah. But, yeah.
Because you knew a little bit more in the 90s, probably had more money.
A little money. Yeah. A little dangerous.
Couple things here. Ray, what did I have for you here? I had something. Oh, so last night Kate Scott had a one-liner that I thought was terrible, but I wanted you to rate it.
Was it a new one?
I can't tell you I watched a lot of 76ers games since
you
maybe
will,
2 years ago. This year I will.
Yeah, you will.
I've watched several. I haven't heard it before this year.
Okay.
So the play is that VJ Edgecombe is like they're trying to get it inside, and Edgecombe's guarding he's guarding the guard, and the guard's trying to get it inside. And Edgecombe read it, and he went and he stole it. So he got the steal. It was a nice defensive play.
So good instincts.
Kate Scott said, he read that like a DM.
Kind of like that. I'm kind of all in on that.
Are you going to use that?
I'm kind of all in on that.
During the Temple women's games?
I might put that one to work. Well, now it's stolen valor, now that we've had this conversation.
The real skill in it was her saying it, and then, because you know the way Edgecombe operates, boom, he gets it, he's gone, right? So she went right from saying it, bam, into the transition.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes right down around the court, and it was that was the most impressive part, was how she didn't skip a beat in doing that.
Yeah, because there's some people that say it and like let it breathe for like, I hope you're laughing at home.
Right, almost making sure that letting it breathe sometimes works, but that wasn't the
Not
case.
in that instance.
No, she actually, you can. I don't know if you need the one-liner, but if that's what you're going to do, that's what.
Yeah, I don't hate that one actually.
Oh wow!
Read it like a DM.
What was the one you said the other day that you forgot about? Someone pointed it out to you.
Nothing but nylon.
Nothing but nylon.
Apparently, is one I've used quite a bit.
Yeah, that's an old one.
Oh, so he stole that.
I stole that. I guess I unwittingly stole that.
How about that?
Who did I steal that from?
I don't know, but it's sort of like music. It's like that's a traditional, what they would call a traditional, where if you do your own version of it, you're not stealing it. It's just sort of out there for others to use and provide their own, version of.
So it's like Christmas music. Whoever sings it now currently gets the credit for it.
Right, but you're allowed to. You're allowed to cover it.
Yeah.
Right. It isn't exclusive to one person.
Got it.
With an out of here for Harry Callis, I think anybody that would use out of here is doing it in tribute to Harry
Or an
Callis.
homage, an homage,
Yeah, and maybe it becomes your signature call, but Harry would be a guy that would enjoy that other people would be using it. You're not trying to steal it under the cover of no one said this before, this is mine.
Right.
And then you learn like, oh, this guy's a thief. I've never heard the nylon one before, but yeah, it would make sense.
Maybe I heard it I always think that at some point you hear something and then it ends up in your lexicon. You end up using it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But this is the first time anybody's ever used this.
How about that?
Never been used before by Ray. Ray Dunn was the first.
See, that's more of like that's one that's out there. It's a traditional.
Right. Mel Allen may have started it,
Yeah.
and you took it to the next level.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what a lot of people are saying.
Now, when you go places, are people yelling, how about that at you?
I'm sure they're going to start. I'm going to love it. It's going to be great.
So if you see Ray, when the next time one of you drunks see Ray out at the bar, just start yelling, how about that?
Yeah.
Adam. There you go. Let's go to Black Gritty from blackgritty.com. Black Gritty, how are you?
I'm doing good. Are we allowed to be happy?
Yes.
Oh, man.
I don't know if it's okay to be happy.
Oh, yeah.
The Eagles won in good fashion all across the board. The Sixers are winning. VJ Edgecombe looks like somebody we want to believe in.
Man.
The Canes coming back. The Flyers out here winning overtime. Like, the Eagles set us up for, happiness for a bye week. Everybody's happy except for A.J. Brown. If I hear one more person tell me he's trolling, dude is not Joel Embiid. He is not Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant stays 10 toes down on his tweets. He's out there fighting in these streets with people all day long. This guy's out here tweeting stuff, deleting it, and then going to the media like, well, I didn't say that. I don't know what you mean. And want to backtrack on it. So you can't be a troll and then be scared to talk to people and not go to your locker and say what you're going to say. You got $1 million. You are a Super Bowl champion. You are one of the best wide receivers in the league, and you ain't have what more can you have? You got a lovely wife, you got lovely kids. You out here doing all this gospel work and the jackets and everything, and you can't be happy. Can we just be happy? I know it's Philadelphia, and I know we be Negadelphia and grumping over nothing, but my team is 6-2. I got one of the best quarterbacks in the league. The running game looks sexy. Kevin Patullo's like 98% in the red zone. Can't I just be happy? And then, Johnny Mark, you get rid of my tush push, I'm going to push you in the Stukel. We need it. I'm keeping it. Ain't my fault that they can't officiate because they suck at that every single day of the week. Shut your baby till your mouth, Philadelphia, and enjoy it. Middays, I love you, brother. Thank you for saving the Sixers. Have a good day, Johnny Marks. I'll talk to you.
All right.
Wow.
Black Gritty.
Good call.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't necessarily. I would. I guess I would like if the tush push remained. I don't know.
I think it's going away anyway.
Yeah. I'm exhausted. I have fatigue.
Yeah.
With the whiners out there. Oh my God, there's so much whining. Any play that happens during the Eagles game, it's like, oh, there you go. Fix is in. League wants the Eagles back. Look at that. I missed another missed call. Lane Johnson. There was a Lane Johnson hold. Like, there you go, Lane Johnson. This video that I'm watching. Like, oh, okay, so are you studying every offensive snap to see how many holds happen during games?
No.
Like, yeah, me neither.
No.
Me neither. Isolate one play and cherry pick it. Oh, the Eagles are cheaters. Look, the fix is in. All right, good. I'm glad you think that.
But he's right. You should be happy though with the Eagles. I mean, they're 6-2.
Very
and they own the tiebreaker over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which could end up being huge, by the way. They own the tiebreaker over the Rams, who I think will be heard from before the season's over. And you control your own destiny against both Green Bay and Detroit immediately after the bye.
Ooh. Yeah, can you come back and talk to me after those games? I mean, really, like, that's right now.
Yeah.
You should be happy. You get it. It's
Right
a perfect
now.
time to get a bye.
Right.
Get some guys healthy.
Saquon.
Yep. Yeah, Saquon needs to be healthy, and then you come out, and you're going to be playing two really good teams right out. I mean, that's a tough stretch. We talked about it yesterday. It's a tough stretch.
It is.
So, we'll see. It's a good spot. Starting at 6-2,
Yeah.
I would have signed up for this.
I mean, the division, you're in control of the division.
They're going to win the NFC
They're going to win
East.
it. It's already basically done. The two other teams are below 500.
And you already beat the Cowboys once, so they can't have the head-to-head tiebreaker over you. At least right there. Packers, Lions, Cowboys, Bears, Chargers. Next 5 games.
Chargers games on the road, I believe.
At the Chargers. So then they play Monday night, Sunday night, Black Friday.
Yes, against the Bears.
Correct. Or no, Monday night, Sunday night, 4:25 against the Cowboys, Black Friday against the Bears, and then Monday night again.
Weird time.
At the Chargers.
Yeah.
That's a brutal stretch.
I hate the night games.
Oh, me too.
There's only one more 1 o'clock.
Especially when you do. That's the Raiders game.
Yeah,
1 o'clock.
that's it.
No, because we want to go to sleep. We don't want to stay up late.
Yeah.
Coming up, feedback on Middays with Marks. Don't go anywhere.
The Dunks.
All right, we're back. Middays with Marks. Cole LaRullo, Ricky Bo coming up. Next, Unfiltered. Lot to talk about. 76ers big win last night. Cole LaRullo's all right. I already know he's gonna be making fun of me because he's saying that I'm being like, oh, poor Bryce.
Yeah, about the Bryce Harper thing.
Oh, leave Bryce alone.
They're in heavy discussions back there about the show, man.
Yeah, they usually are.
Yeah.
A very tense situation back there.
Yeah.
Well, that's the kind of show you get. Unfiltered. That's coming up next. Let's get to feedback.
Now, it's time for feedback.
How about filling us in?
I can't lie. Email us at 975feedback at 975thefanatic.com.
Say it! Let me tell you something!
Or text us at 610-632-0975.
Let me tell you something else, man.
It's feedback on Middays with Marks.
All right. So feedback every day at this time. Last segment of the show, 975feedback at 975thefanatic.com, or just text the text line 610-632-0975. Just put feedback so we know you want to be featured in feedback. Your name and location would be nice as well. Go ahead, Ray.
Just want to thank Bill for the no gas idea. It's working out for me so far. Elon.
Yeah, so what was the question that we asked of the feedback line?
What Bill discovered first, what Bill was going to take credit for.
Right.
Since Bill was first on the Brandon Graham story.
Yeah.
What else can he take credit for?
Right. Okay. All right, that's a good one. What else?
Didn't Bill discover fire in the polio vaccine? Brian from Somerton.
Well, that's Enrico Fermi, I think, with the polio vaccine.
Is that who it was?
I believe so.
Wow.
I could be wrong.
Good knowledge.
Well, you know, it was a big deal back in the day, polio. And fire. Yeah, I mean, fire's important. All right. One more?
Bill Colarulo, after single-handedly sailing the Mayflower across the ocean and landing on Plymouth Rock, took one day to rest and then hung a key from a kite and literally discovered electricity. Spaz from Ben Salem.
Oh, that's a good one, Spaz.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Jonas Salk actually was the polio vaccine.
Okay.
Well,
I've heard of Jonah.
What did Enrico Fermi do? Is that even a person?
Enrico Palazzo or Enrico? Ooh.
Creator of the first there's a nuclear reactor.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So he didn't help as many people if he invented the nuke. All right, what's next?
A first and future second isn't a blockbuster. How does that help the Eagles win this year? A blockbuster would include a major player that helps them today. AJ's biggest issue is that Jalen doesn't work with him like he does Devonta, and AJ thinks Hurts can't read zone defenses. AJ sounds like a petty, immature about me guy, and it makes sense why Jalen doesn't like putting up with him. Jason.
That's a good one.
All right, fair.
But we did add like a cornerback in there for the trade, too.
Right. They're still really thin at wide receiver without A.J. Brown. I don't want the Eagles to trade A.J. Brown now. I don't want them to trade A.J. Brown in the offseason. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you read the tea leaves, and at this point, if you're still saying this is a media creation or he's trolling, like Black Pretty said, like you're just in fantasy land. There's clearly something going on here.
Yeah.
But if you're a team that is in it to win it and you think you can win it in the Super Bowl, trading A.J. Brown doesn't make a lot of sense. However, they left it out there in that Adam Schefter story by not shutting it down totally.
All right. They left it open with the blockbuster idea.
And Jeff McClain said the same thing. He heard blockbuster. He didn't hear there's no way we're trading A.J. Brown. So at least that's out there. What's next?
AJ has not handled this like a pro. He hasn't taken any accountability at all, does these cryptic posts and never explains himself. Instead, he leaves the rest of the team, including quarterback one, to answer all these questions instead. AJ is not a captain and looking like a terrible teammate right now, Zach from Delaware.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, so he's not wrong, but and Black Gritty said this as well. He never lied and said that's not what he meant. He actually came out after the tweet and he said, I was frustrated. I shouldn't have handled myself like that. So he actually took ownership over it. They didn't talk to him since the Instagram post because he was injured. They didn't have to talk to him. So by the time they talk to him again, he probably won't.
It's a convenient injury.
No, I mean, it's he didn't have to answer questions about it. That's for sure. But yeah, you got to stop it. You can't do this anymore. Can't do it anymore. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to have a conversation with AJ. Like, if you don't want to be here, we'll trade you. It's pretty clear he doesn't want to be here based on his behavior.
I would agree, but he's here after the trade deadline. Everybody needs to shut this down.
Yeah.
Okay, take it up in the end of February after the Super Bowl.
I'm sure there's been numerous conversations with AJ, like, hey, can you stay off of social media with putting this stuff?
I'm sure they've done that numerous
many times, right?
Yeah.
And it keeps happening.
Doesn't work.
Every week it seems like it's happening. All right, what's next?
Hey, AJ, remember your best play caller? I've got a quarterback now out here. Let's get you the football. Shane in Indianapolis.
Oh.
Ooh, Steichen.
Shane Steichen. They could use another wide receiver, right?
They could. Well, they got the tight end from Penn State who gets a lot of
Tyler
targets.
Warren.
Yeah.
They have, what's his name?
Kid from USC.
The big wide receiver.
Yeah, I forget his name. But
He's good.
Yeah.
He got paid, too. He's making a lot of money. No, believe me, there will be extreme interest in A.J. Brown.
Mm-hmm. There would.
As there should be. Numerous teams.
The New England idea is.
New England makes sense.
Makes
The Colts
a lot of
actually
sense.
make sense,
Yeah.
too.
Would be hilarious, though. He goes to the Colts, and he ends up in another run-first-centric offense. Like, kind of poetic. The irony there would be really rich.
Yeah, I mean, geez, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
What unbelievable bounce back year this year. He's finally healthy again. Yeah, that's when you get a weapon like that, it allows you to change your offense a little bit. Daniel Jones can throw the ball. I'm not saying he needs to throw the ball 45 times a game. Honestly, I don't know what quarterback should be throwing it 45 times a game.
Unless you're losing a lot of games.
Yeah.
If you're doing.
Pittman is the other
Michael
guy.
Pittman.
Pittman Jr.,
Yeah, he's good. They could use him. All right, World Series tonight, Harry, minus 190 Dodgers, plus 160 Blue Jays on the BetParks app right now.
I like the Dodgers.
Like the Dodgers tonight.
Yeah, and I like the Sixers, minus 4.5.
Wonder if that line went down. Ray, who do you like in the World Series tonight?
Dodgers.
So the Blue Jays are evening the series up because we're all on the same side here. I'm fascinated to see how they come out tonight.
Yeah.
Game was over 3 a.m. Eastern.
Right. Well, both teams. I mean, I think it's easier to play that game and rebound from it when you won the game.
Of course.
Yeah.
Blue Jays heartbroken going to bed last night.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Guys are coming up next. I'm trying to see if that line moved a little bit here.
And Jason's in with you tomorrow, right?
And Mertitas is in with me tomorrow.
Yeah.
We have Flyers tickets to give away tomorrow. You got to earn them, though. Guys are coming up next. See you.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Sixers stay unbeaten. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. 76ers won 136-1.